Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, check. Hello. Ano ba? Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, check. Hello. Hello.
Anana. Sorry. Wala kayo dito di ay.
You keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from nights out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from that town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from that town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from that town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from nights out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from nights out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. You keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from nights out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from nights out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from that town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. You keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from my town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out.
The logo features the number 25 to mark CESAFI's 25th anniversary, celebrating its legacy of excellence. A person holding a torch, inspired by the original CESAFI logo, represents the passing of knowledge and passion from past to present, honoring those who paved the way while inspiring the next generation. The rising stars symbolize young talents who are guided by the achievements of CESAFI Hall of Famers, echoing the slogan, "A legacy built, a future inspired." Laurel leaves reflect victory and recognition, highlighting the accomplishments of athletes, coaches, and leaders over the years. Lastly, The eagle head represents strength, vision, and forward movement, capturing CESAFI's commitment to growth and excellence for future generations.
What is up, CESAFI? Welcome to the Den of the Legends. This is CESAFI Esports League Season 4, Week 4. What a cold morning we have here today. And of course, good morning to all our audiences watching our live broadcast today. We will be your guide for today. This is your CL host, Jane.
And this is Keisha and Chain. Week 7 and on week 4 and then day 7. Tapos, ano to? Bakit parang same outfit tayo today? Violet, purple, ano meron?
Okay, so we are wearing here purple outfits because we are commemorating the Women's Month. That is why our CL volunteers are wearing purple outfits and accessories.
Accessories, so ito?
Okay. This one, we are starting H edition. So week 4, we will have our crazy hat week. That is why I'm wearing my purple veil, hitting two birds with one stone. But you look as good as well, Keisha, with your cowboy hat.
Yeah, that's right, partner. And we are moving forward to our first 2 matches for MLBB this week. So first match being USPF Panthers versus the BC Cheetahs, followed by the CSC Blue Dragons versus UCLM Webmasters. And the next set of matches would be CDU versus UCMN and CIT U versus USC. Exciting matches indeed.
That is right. So to all our viewers watching us today, we want to hear who do you think will win our matches for today. So comment your prediction in our live chat today, and don't forget to like and follow CL social media platforms.
Now, before we delve deeper into the MLBB action, let us not forget to thank our sponsors. So Virginia, Basta Hot Dog, Virginia, Smart, Live More Today with Smart, PLDT, leading and inspiring Filipinos to create a better tomorrow.
Thank you also to PC Express. PC Express for all of your digital needs. And Crayon Lab Custom Apparel and Digital Prints. We would also like to thank our venues partner. We have CIT U. We are currently live here at their senior high school library. And you can watch us live at Puso Pilipinas, Smart Sports, MSL, and MPL.
Now, to give us more insights about our matches today, we have our casters, Moik and Kratos. Casters,
Take it away.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction to our very beautiful hosts, Chain and Kija. Welcome back, esports fans, to CESAFI Esports League. It's your friendly neighbor shoutcaster Kratos, and joining with me today as your voice behind your big gameplay is Mike.
Yes, thank you so much for that, Kratos. And we're definitely here live, and we're gonna be witnessing match number 1. But nice outfit you have there, Kratos. Where are you currently right now?
Guys, we're live right now in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
It's really cold.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought I was in Korea. But
Yep.
yeah, definitely.
It really is a cold morning, you guys. And as our host said, Happy Women's Day.
Happy Women's Month, actually. And since we're gonna be celebrating that as well, it's also nice to see our fellow volunteers here wearing those purple-colored accessories and clothes. It really adds up to the whole vibe. And yeah, same goes for us.
Yes, definitely. We're rocking those purple accessories very, very fine.
Yeah, yep.
We're gonna head on to our standings. So guys, stay tuned.
Yep, definitely. And currently for our standings, we still have USJR with a whopping 6-0.
Ooh.
Standing right here, amazing, which got them their place for their knockoffs. And follow that with the UC Main, the Webmasters with a 4-2, and USPF with a 2-2 standing.
Very respectable standings here for teams in Group A. Both BC and CDU, they have to, they really have to put on their focus hats, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
If they want to catch up, they're in the back foot. And next we have our Group B standings. And leading on, the Group B is going to be University of San Carlos with 8 points. Yes, 6-1.
Wow.
And
amazing.
Yeah, really is amazing. Both the top teams in both groups a really very strong teams. Now, and the next for Group B is going to be CIT U with 5 points, UCLM, CEC, and UPC.
Yup. And with that standing, it's really nice. We've also seen USC and USJR from their previous seasons, and they're proving it once again that they deserve to be at the top by securing
Yes,
those top
definitely.
spots.
Yes, it's not an easy feat to be able to be on the top here in the CL, no?
Yeah.
They really did. I'm pretty sure they did a lot of scrims. They practiced well. They honed their rotations and whatnot.
Precisely. And yeah, I mean, the other teams, they still have their chances to rise up against them. But for now, match number 1, it's gonna be the USPF Panthers versus the Benedicto College and Cheetahs, and it's gonna be a feline fight. What do you think?
Oh, this is both teams we've seen in our previous week CL, no? Both teams, I think they've shown some improvements compared to their previous showings in their previous matches. I think BC, they recently stated in their interview that they have to follow the shot call of the team captain more to be more consistent.
Yeah, I agree with that. And you know, it's gonna be an advantage here for the team as well, since they're gonna have to, you know, do their best to give it their all and win that match. And to actually know more about this, I think we also have here an Inside Chica with our fellow host right here, Keisha. What's up?
Thank you, Caster. So meron akong mga DYK Do You Know moments
Yep.
dito, no? And it's all about the women who inspired these players behind the scenes. Kasi anong month pala to, Casters? What month is this?
March.
March!
Ay, sorry.
Oh, March! Ano meron sa March? It's
Women's Month.
Women's Month.
My
Tama.
favorite month.
So it's Women's Month, no? So I was able to talk to players from these two teams, and they shared sa mga babae, sa mga buhay nila. And for USPF, Dewey Donut shared that the woman who motivates him most is actually his girlfriend. And yung GF pa niya, yung girlfriend pa niya, yung nag-name ng IGN
Oy.
niya na Dewey Donut.
Dewey
so,
Donut.
Oo, so girlfriend niya, no? Sana all.
Sana all.
Meanwhile,
Sana all.
sa BC naman, si Chaz mentioned na ang kanyang nanay, ang kanyang ina, yung biggest supporter niya all throughout this season. No? And sabi niya na his mom is just really his source of support all throughout. So, relate ba kayo dyan? O mama's boy ba kayo? O
Relate.
ano?
Ikaw, Kratos.
I'm more of a daddy's boy, but I still appreciate the efforts of my mother. Who wouldn't, no?
We wanna talk about mothers. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
And it's-
actually. Kasi it's a nice reminder, no, that behind every late night grind and tournament is that there's also strong women behind
True.
these scenes, behind these players, supporting them all throughout. So yung MLBB naman, word of the day natin ngayon ay rotation. So ano nga ba yung rotation?
Yeah,
Moik and
rotation.
Kratos.
Rotation, I think it's one of key part, especially for a team's strategy. It basically, from the word itself, rotate. In MLBB, we have the map. I think most, if not all of our viewers know what the map is. It's basically the playing ground, the playing field of the game. And the rotation is how the teams or the heroes or the players rotate around the map, how they walk around the playing field.
Yeah,
So, may tama kayo dyan, no?
yeah.
So, if we relate that to Women's Month, parang ganito din sa life na success doesn't really happen alone. So, if marong good rotation sa MLBB, you know, may support, may guide, mag-win talaga yung team. And stronger talaga yung team. Tama? Or hindi?
I agree.
Tama.
So, ano, may chika? Oh, so, I think enough na tayo sa chika natin. And siguro, let's pass it on to our team entrance.
With smart plays and strong teamwork, they've shown their strength at every turn. Let's welcome the strategic masters, the University of Southern Philippines Foundation Panthers. Every challenge has made them more determined, and today they are out for redemption. Get ready for the relentless power of the Benedicto College Cheetahs. Let's start our game for today. Casters, take it away.
And ayan, we have definitely seen those teams na, no? Starting with the USPF Panthers. We have Zenny, Shintizi, and Kairi, Arkeith, tsaka si Du. And been strong, and I also got to talk with them a little bit, and they're really ready for today's match.
Oh yes, we've seen them, the first team to come into our venue here sa Canada.
Yeah, sa
Toronto,
Canada.
Yes, no? Sila is
Korea.
cold and they're the first teams. They're really eager to duke it out in this first series of the day.
Yep, and they're gonna be against none other than the Benedicto College Cheetahs, and again, it's a feline fight, so this is gonna be very, very strong, and a lot of possible potential na mga clashes, a lot of explosions, and yeah, for the Cheetahs we have here the Nixie, Super K, Chas, si Hades, tsaka si Shu Nix. So this is gonna also be a challenge for them, since currently naman 1 point already goes to USPF.
Yes, I agree. BC, I think as I've said kanina, no, they really have to follow their shot calls. But other than that, they're really, really good as an individual, especially when they show their performance last week on that Paramis peak, no.
Yep, definitely. And of course, before we start the games, we also have to thank our sponsors. And for this season 4, we have here Virginia, and I think nabusog ka na kanina, di ba? I've seen you prepare for the fight.
Yes.
Yeah, so basta hot dog, Virginia.
And next we have PC Express
For all your digital needs. And if you will see them tomorrow, then sa the PCs that we will use to play Valorant. And we also have Smart and PLDT. And it's thank you so much. Thank you so much sa like everything from the live and from the games that we'll be playing, connected. And also thank you for CIT U event, and for really welcoming us for season 4.
Yes. And moving on, right now we have the keys to victory for both teams, and for USPF, we have here to focus on their objectives, no? Turning the winning fights to turtles and towers. So not just about clashes, but the objectives itself in the game, such as the turtles and towers, as I've said. That's going to allow them to snowball and take down the enemy base.
Objectives, definitely objectives right here for the side of them. And dito naman sa red side natin, room to grow lang din. So the Cheetahs, they will have to, since they have already shown improvement, they will need to show that more to step up against the Panthers, and they will really have to do that.
Yes.
Pwede rin naman that they can counter the keys with their own style. So maybe if for the Cheetahs, they don't want to give a lot of objectives to the Panthers, and the same rin dito sa Panthers, that they don't really want to give the Cheetahs a good strong.
Yes, I agree. And the second key to victory here for USPF, clean team fights. No messiness, no? Better coordination and positioning in mid-game fights will help them maintain their advantage, early game advantage.
And again, for the Cheetahs, they will just really have to start strong, show what they can, really show what their powers against the Panthers.
Yes.
And who knows, they could really get game number 2. And yeah, I mean, that's gonna be good, evening things out if makakuha nila, no?
I agree. Both teams, they have specific win conditions, but ultimately in the end, it's the first team to destroy the enemy's base.
Yep. I mean, ultimately, you can't play without the king, if you're playing chess.
Yeah.
How about you?
Okay.
Do you have any keys?
I think, as I've said kanina, Benedicto College, they were the ones who said this, no? That they have to stick into their teammates' shot call. So no more arguing with each other. I think that even though if you disagree, you just have to follow it. Rather than having 2 team captains, it's much better to have 1 team captain. As a team, I think it really helps with consistency, and also doesn't overcomplicate stuff as a team.
Yeah, the Cheetahs rin, they will really just have to get that early game, and when they got the tempo, na it's their job to not give it back do not give a chance to the Panthers, because the Panthers are also strong. So if they will suddenly give that up, the Panthers could also take that away from them and just not give it back. And it's really the job of the Cheetahs, since that is also their strength. And to
Yes.
a lot, the strength here for the Cheetahs is really that early game momentum. But right here for the Panthers, their strength is also to get those objectives.
And it's interesting that you say that, because I think both teams are actually really strong in the early stage now. But we have the community poll right here, which feeling will scratch their way to the win column.
Yep, definitely. I think here it's gonna be letter C. Hands down. Hands down. Hands down, letter C. What do you think?
Women are feeling. Okay. I think it's letter C as well.
Kumukopya lang. But yeah, I mean, definitely, we've seen the support naman din here sa sa venue rin natin. We've seen a lot of support for the women, so I really think it's gonna be C. But strategy-wise then, as long as the objectives will go to the Panthers, it will really look good for them. For the Cheetahs, however, if they can get that early game momentum, then it's also an advantage for them to secure that game against the Panthers.
Yes, definitely. And I think in this series, though, I think if I ask you, what are you going to expect when you watch this match? Because for me, I think it's going to be very explosive, especially towards the early game.
Definitely, it is gonna be explosive. Seeing with these two teams and their keys, and the keys, kasi they really clash with each other. We have here who's gunning for an early game advantage, and when you're trying to get that early game momentum, you're getting that objectives. So it really clashes with the Panthers as well, that they have to get those objectives to secure them their win. So you get it, but the keys there really do clash. It's a very interesting conflict here between these two teams.
Yes, I agree. Very well said. But we also have to factor in the lineup for both teams, which heroes they're gonna be picking, and because it's ultimately about drafting. But anyways, drafting wise, I think both teams their drafting, it's more leaning towards explosiveness toward early game as well, no? So I don't think we're going to expect so much like long not an early game lineup for both teams.
Yeah, pwede. I mean, since we're talking about explosive right here, I also think maybe a Farsa could be picked later on, or I want to see Harith. Harith, how about you?
I don't want to see tank jungle. Anything but utility jungle, because I think that's how we're going to see action-packed matches here. But anyways, if they do pick utility jungles, that's not gonna be a problem as well. There are flashy tank jungles, especially towards Fredrin, no?
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna be seeing that later, no, as we start the game. But we have to, just the teams that will be battling it out. It's gonna be interesting. We have a lot to. I have a lot to expect, as what you said. The explosion and the kaboom. What do you think?
What do you mean?
A lot of explosions, though. I've already said that I'm expecting a Farsa, or maybe a Zetian, possible. Or, Fredrin could be in the equation as well. I do have to disagree with you, though. I want to see a Baksha jungle.
Oh, I think a Baksha jungle is very... Kasi Baksha, it's really just, like, you're just going to be rolling around, taking the jungle. But anyways, guys, we are going to figure out the lineup soon. I think the drafting is going to start pretty soon.
Pretty soon, yeah. And we can already hear the music, so it really changes the mood here from vibey to a serious, more serious tone, and it's an interesting thing to see later on. So I already have my guesses right here. Maybe a Lunox could be in the equation as well, or a Carry just to burst down the tanks.
Yes.
And
Possible.
Possible. Maybe a Fanny as well. Or a Grok if it doesn't get banned. And the Zushin, bro, I really think it's gonna get banned.
I think, judging from the past picks from both from both teams. But I think USPF, I've seen them use a lot of heroes, but I want to see them use some more on the towards the playmaker side heroes, no, especially towards the flashy kind of like setups like a Cho
Pwede.
or a Ling
Yeah,
or
pwede.
Assassin
Ooh,
Jungle, no,
Yeah.
or
Could be.
USPF or even a Fanny, as you said. For BC, I think
I
they should.
haven't seen Link quite recently though.
Yeah, I don't think Link is in the meta right now. There hasn't been really good updates in the game that benefits Link as much as the other heroes, no. But still, I think Link is one of the best heroes to watch.
Yeah,
To watch as a viewer.
Yeah, as a viewer.
Yeah.
And and since we're gonna be starting our drafting as well, we do see some from already common bans. We have here the Isun Shin and the Hilda, which I haven't mentioned that a while ago because I was kind of expecting them to get banned. Aside from Zushin, which I did mention.
Yes, as you said, no. Yisun Shin, I think Chas was a they just picked YSS the whole series
Yep.
last week. So I think USPF, this is more of a targeted bans towards one player here for Benedicto College. Freya, understandable. It has been
Understandable.
part of the meta, even though in just the current update, she just received a nerf from her HP regen from her ultimate, no.
Yeah, so really sensible bans right here, and also the thing that you said, it's also those respect bans that will help them secure the game even before it starts.
Yes.
So we're still gonna be seeing a few more. Zetian, as what I've said, Zetian is also banned, and
Azushin as
probably Azushin too. Yep. And yeah, definitely Anastora.
Yeah, so these are.
Grok is open though.
Yeah, Grok is definitely open, but yeah, I think the carry would make much more sense
Yeah, that's
since Harry has been one of the best heroes in the gold lane in
True.
the current and the previous update, no? Due to the rising popularity of the tanks in all lanes, even the gold lane, even in the jungle, tanks have been dominating very lately, and carry's kit deals with tanks very easily.
Yep, like pampatunaw talaga. And just also, they're gonna be picking with Kalia and Lapu-Lapu, which I do think like pwede tong pangontra against the carry. Like, they're gonna be doing using more sustainable na comp and like fighter based para. There's also that damage while being able to sustain long term. And
Yes.
yeah, I think we're gonna be heading that way for the side of the Cheetahs.
Yes, I agree. No, the Lapu-Lapu is very good if he can find the carry in the backline. He does have that stun and a very explosive, bravest fighter, and so does the Kalia as well. So these two heroes, these are going to be more towards the surgical play here. For BC, just fishing out the backlines
Yep.
here. For USPF, I think they're trying to. The idea here is to like go for the backline, find the carry, kill the carry, and then
Well-
deal with the rest of the team.
Yup, or at least isolate it. If they manage to get the tank first, then they could go for that isolation while looking out for that carry. And I think that's gonna be the pattern here, the game plan for the Cheetahs. We also have the USPF. I think would be trying to fight that with a more solid comp. And I mean, yeah, definitely we have the Alice and the Minotaur.
Yeah, Alice Mentor. Alice, I've seen a lot here in
Yep,
the CEL. Minotaur, not so much.
But
when,
we've seen that.
yeah, but when paired with Aikari, I think the Minotaur provides plenty of crowd control and the sustain as well. So it's not going to be like a very okay pick, but it synergies well with the members, the heroes, the other heroes here for USPF. So it's not, yeah, it's not really that bad. But I think it synergizes well for USPF. But for BC, we have the Eve as their third pick. So Eve,
I think it really is gonna be about solidifying their positions during the fights. And as what you said, the Panthers, one of the keys to victory is that they will have to be solid as well on their positioning. So I think this is gonna be the Cheetahs' response by you know, okay, we're gonna be we're gonna be stronger, more not stronger pa. And and I think that's gonna be their game plan right here. Is once the bravest fighter is up, and once the Kalea's Tsunami Slam could get someone, then they would try to isolate number one. That's gonna be step number one. Isolate. Step number two is, like make the battlefield stronger for the side of the Cheetah. So you have the Eve with the real world manipulation,
Yes.
which just really controls that arena right there. And the Leomord as well to take charge and to we've seen, because we've recently seen Leomord with a Lapu-Lapu, the synergy, you know,
Yes.
and it really is just gonna be that. So again, it's all about solidifying their positions during that battle.
Yes, I agree. Speaking of synergy here, the Lapu-Lapu, the jungle and the core, jungle and the XP for Benedicto College. USPF, I think Ju also pairs well, no? The Alice Presswood with the Minotaur as well. I mean, I don't it's pretty interesting as well, no? Kasi the Farsa gets picked on towards the Eve, so there's some counterplay here for USPF.
I think they would probably opt for a Claude.
Yeah.
Possible, can go in and blink to the backlines. And you do have Kari, you do have Hayabusa and Farsa, which are also squishy targets. So this could be a possible good pick right here for the Cheetahs. And again, it's all gonna be about solidifying the solidifying the battlefield right there for the. Oh, yeah, a Harith also works. The movement of a Harith
Yes.
is amazing. So this could really be a good response to the type of to the comp that the Panthers have.
Yes, speaking of explosion kanina, no? You said the Harith, you were
Yep.
expecting to see a Harith as well. Now that you have the Harith, do
And
you
the Farsa
think
too.
do you think Benedicto College is going to take this match?
They do have a chance. They do have a chance as long as they can keep their hand secured. I do think he is gonna be very well secured with his movement. We have the Eve with the real world manipulation to lock them in. We have the Kalea to maybe try to isolate someone. Leomord taking the charge. We also have the Lapu-Lapu's bravest fighter, could also solidify that help Eve in the arena. But we do have here for the Panthers, the sustain is there. We also have the Pampatunaw,
Yes.
the Pampatunaw ingredients. We have the Kari, we also have the Hayabusa who can especially use that ultimate against the Harith because it really pairs that up with the movement. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's gonna be welcoming the Cheetahs and the Panthers for game number 1. And starting that off very, very strong.
Yes, very very good statements you mentioned there, no? For the lineups here from BEC. I think USPF, they also have some very strong picks, no? But I really like that last pick, that Harith, from the reasonings that you've mentioned. Right now, looks like both teams, they're playing safely. Zenny is going to be diving Chaz, but Chaz also
Ooh,
finds that Cyclone
almost.
there, but Shintizi follows up. Zenny, he has used his Revitalize though, but there's gonna be a smash for Nixie there, but not enough burst damage to deal the first blood yet.
Yep, I mean, you do kind of expect that during the early stages of the game to dish out some damage, but Nixie comes in.
Nixie smashes, but the Shadow
Kiri
is
comes
gonna
back.
be able to escape. Kiri, yes, as you said, goes back, but again, not enough damage for both teams right now.
It is not gonna be enough damage since they're gonna be racing for that level 4 and starting a fight. But again, it's these team comps right here. We have the Zenny who can really sustain a lot and use that sustainability to scout for some positions from the Panthers, and we do have here from the Cheetahs as well trying to fight that off.
Yes, right now both teams are eyeing for the turtle here as 5 seconds for the first turtle will spawn. He sticks the XP crab there. He's the first XP laner here to reach his level 4. Nixie tries to charge in, finding some members here for USPF. Turtle gets really low, flicker in.
Yeah,
It's going to be
Yes.
he who takes the
Gets
first
one.
turtle in the
Shunix
first
running
blood.
away.
May bawi dito ang USPF as take 2 down. I think it's going to be an equal trade.
Yep, an eco trader here, and still, well, even despite that turtle, USPF still leads that gold, and just a little bit, but you kind of expect that as early as 2 minutes and 37 seconds. 38.
Yeah. That was an explosive first clash.
Not yet.
We did say
Yeah.
that both teams, they're really explosive towards their early game. In first turtle, there was a lot of ultimates that were committed. Their flickers as well. No?
Yep. And Super K was able to just steal that, take that away from Chintizi. And we do applaud here with the Cheetahs really trying to take charge. And I do sense that, I do see it that they're really trying to get that early game momentum. As long as they can get that away from the Panthers, it's gonna be good for them. The Panthers, however, they just need to solidify more on taking those objectives down the turrets.
Yes.
And capitalizing as well on knowing where the positions of the Cheetahs are, so that they can use that to gather info and maybe get some turrets along the way to get some objectives, as you know, especially that the turtle will be spawning in 33 seconds.
Yes, 33 seconds indeed. While both teams, they're playing safely, respectively
Zenny
right now, but
goes in for the dive,
Nixie
Kiri.
gets bursted
blinks
down. The
in.
shadow goes back, tidal smash. It looks
Kiri
like
gets
si
it.
Kiri yung mamamatay, but anyways, the shadow kill was used, and that's just going to be a 1-for-1, a beautiful counter play from Nixie.
A brave dive right there for Kiri, securing the kill onto Nixie. But Shunix will, however, get that kill as well. So it's
Yes.
also to one of the carries of the Cheetah. So it's still a win right here for them. And the turtle is already up for grabs. So it's gonna be between these two teams once again. And Zenny has already spotted them, ready for the charge. But the BC already trying to zone them out of the way.
Arcade Phantoms TT, but he's gonna be able to use his ultimate onto
Lock up.
5. Nixie
Connects
gets a very
everything.
low first one to fall down. Will be
Shintizi's
Nixie, pero
low.
may bawi dito ang VC. Sintizi gets
Chasing him
chased
down.
down by Chas. Chas successfully takes down
The kill is
Shintizi. Tito, the turtle, gets really low. Kiri shadows. He does have the shadow planted on towards the turtle. Will he go back? No, he will not.
Yep. Dio actually tries to catch up, but it was just little too late. And Kiri couldn't do anything but just watch, because he has seen everything. He has seen the Lion King moment that, you know, the parents were just eliminated right there, and he couldn't do anything for now because his damage is still not there yet.
Yes, I agree. And looking at the items right now, Moik, we see both the jungler and the XP lane here for Benedicto College opt for the War X. And meanwhile here for USPF, they want for the Hunter Strike. So there's a clear priority here for movement speed here for USPF, mobility.
Yep.
And for Benedicto College, sustainability with the War X system.
Definitely, but Zenny, I think they're also again dishing out the
Yeah.
damage. Kiri tries to connect. Hades leaves with low HP remaining. Arkeef now as well dives in, but Zenny will be hunted down. Chas will get the kill. Connected. That's gonna be a double right here for Chas as it takes Arkeef down. The rest of the Benedicto College would be taking that win for their team, and they will have to
Wow.
move back.
Yes, plenty of ultimate abilities gets used there, but for good effect here from Benedicto College, no? That was a really explosive early game.
Explosive.
Yes, from Benedicto College.
And that is also gonna be the first turret coming towards Benedicto College Cheetahs. And as what you keep talking about, that they really just have to take those keys from USPF and counter that and take it as their own, because as long as they can get that early game momentum, then they're gonna be looking forward for a game win actually.
Yes, I agree. And the next turtle will spawn in 10 seconds right now. So, but looks like both teams are gonna try and find a pick off, or maybe
Looking to actually trap them.
yes, no.
And
But it's
corner
going to be
them.
Nixie who gets
Nixie
caught out first. The tidal
still makes it
smash,
alive.
pero immune dito si paring Zenny. Real world manipulation, but the members here
Zenny is
have gotten
down.
out. Arcade
Arcade
manages to
almost
crowd
there.
control 3
Will
members,
not make it.
but he gets bursted
Shintizi.
down by Super K.
Another
Shintizi
one.
next to fall 3
Gil
members. So falling
running
down for
away.
USPF. Kiri just has to walk away here. Chas already deep in the jungle.
Yes, once again, Benedicto College Cheetahs gets that lead. Kiri will have no choice but to move down, and they will have to give this turtle up for the Cheetahs.
Yes, unfortunately for USPF, PC, they tried to catch out Nixie there though, but there was not enough damage to burst him down actually, and it was PC was able to make a good counter play there, taking 3 members down.
That was actually a good thing that I did mention that they were planning to trap them, and they did try. They almost got Nixie down, but once Nixie was able to leave with a very low HP remaining, the shields were down for the side of the Panthers, and it was the moment for Chas and Hades to lead the charge, especially with their items considered, which is more on sustain, since they know that the damage from carry will be there. At least the sustain, the lifesteal is up from the War Axe. The way to still keep it up alive despite losing that health from Shintizi, which by the way we haven't seen much action from Shintizi. It's usually Kiri trying to hold them to the ground.
Yes, as expected, since this is going to be a Hayabusa jungle, this is most likely a early game to mid game power spike for USPF. But Shintizi, he's a late game hero, so he definitely needs the items first before he can shine the late game. So if ever this match reaches the late game, PC is going to have a hard time, especially their frontliners Hades and Chas.
Yep, and right here once again, the Lord will be spawning in the less than 40 seconds remaining, but the Cheetahs already looking confident and feeling confident, so they're gonna be using this to expand more of their the map control against the Panthers, while the Panthers are just gonna be pinched in an area, and they're gonna be using the Cheetahs are gonna be using this info to their advantage later on, and maybe zone them out as well from the objectives, which by the way I think they're slowly doing that right now, as you can see the map, and the Cheetahs really are zoning them away from that Lord.
Yes. We see the items kanina, no? Shintizi, he was close to that golden staff, but Nixie finds
Nixie gets it. Real world manipulation, the Phantom Seed.
Phantom Seed as well. Feathered airstrike.
running away.
But the first one to fall down
Chas
was Zeni, and
is
dito sa
still
bandang
up,
likuran si Chas.
but will go
The basic
down.
attacks there for Shintizi will take him down.
Shintizi's alive.
Shadow kill on towards the back right members.
Kiri is
From
in.
the college, but there's no more Shadow. Super K with the Zaman
Super
Force.
K,
Chrono
flicker
Dash.
in.
Flicker
The
in will
double.
take down Shintizi. 4 members down for USPF.
Insane. As I've already mentioned this a while ago, their confidence is up, and it really got that, it boosted them, especially Super K, which he was like, okay, I'm willing to gamble on this one since I'm gonna go in for that dash and the flicker and to really secure that one. The dude will fly away with the bird. Don't catch for birdie. And Zeni trying to push them away from that, and Cheetahs, I can really sense that although they're very confident, they're not also being complacent enough just to keep pushing and overextending, because they know that the Panthers has the chance to grab this one away from the Cheetahs.
Yes, I agree. I think BC, they're really showing a good performance right now compared to their previous matches, no? For USPF, they definitely have to hold it out for longer towards the late game more. We've seen Shintizi there actually come up a little bit online when they took down Chas, when Chas dove into the back lines. But the Lord is marching in the middle lane right now.
Yep, and they're ready to take charge, but the USPF Panthers will try to take that, try their best to take that before the second turret goes down, and they still
Nixie
might have made it, but
flickers in,
Nixie
catches
Kiri's down.
there, Peter airstrike as well. Kiri down though,
damage.
but there's gonna be a counterplay
Chas
for USPF.
is low, still
Super
alive.
K, Hades in the backline, finds
Hades
2, but
connects.
Arkeith gets targeted by 2 members
look at
here
it.
for Benedicto
Arkeith
College, both in different
still
sides
alive.
of the map. And it looks like Arkeith will meet up with
Hades.
Zenny here in the backline. Hades as well will go back to his teammates. So nag-swap lang sila
Yeah.
ng XP lane.
I think they were like, okay, time's up, buddy. Let's go back. Let's go back to our teams.
Yes. Playtime's over for both XP leaders as the aftermath of the clash was very explosive again for Benedicto College. Tixi finally hitting that flicker ultimate combo on towards Kiri.
They're just amazing.
There we go.
See, like, look at it. Nixie goes in for the charge and gets Kiri down. and everything just connects. And right here, Chaz is also, since Chaz knows that they're focusing on the fight behind it, okay, I'm gonna go into the back line. We have also Hades who will back me up whenever I die. And he did die, but Hades just kind of connects it, and Arkeith also sustains himself up.
Yes, I agree. But anyways, there was something in that clash that we didn't really see much. Arcade actually
Yeah.
with that crowd control, no? But it looks like, again, Nick CC goes on towards the back line, finds
Nixie.
Zenny, and
Super
that's
K
going to be
finds
bursted
it.
down easily. Arkeith has the crowd control, but no follow-up. He goes back. But Hades is
Nope,
waiting
there
for
we have
him
it.
to knock up
Gets
from
it.
Nixie. Will be able to take him down, but the shadow
Kitty.
kill on towards the back line. There's gonna
He gets
be
Nixie down.
a shadow. He takes Nixie down with help of his Sky Piercer, but there was no shadow to fall back, and he gets taken down as a trade.
Yes, the Cheetahs definitely have it right here, and they're going to be pushing towards the middle turret. Super K goes in for the dash. Hades tries to connect it, but Chaz leading the charge as well. Super K leaves with low health remaining, but they were able to take the inhibitor down. Shintizi, low on health, will have to move back as Zenny tries to push them away.
Yes, and inhibitor turret taken down here for USPF, while BC, they're gonna go and take the Lord. USPF definitely in the back foot right now, so they have to make sure this carry comes online as soon as possible, as I think Kiri is having a hard time trying to prop up his team right now.
Yep, definitely, and by just by the looks of it, it really is looking good right here for the Benedicto College Cheetahs, and we could be looking at another game right here now that the Panthers are in a tight spot, and they will have to regroup and maybe wait for the mistakes that the Cheetahs will have later on, if they do. But that's just gonna be it, and the Cheetahs are really maximizing their gold potential right here by taking those jungle monsters away from the Panthers, also reducing the maximum gold that they can take. But Nixie dives
catches
in!
out. Kiri there's not gonna be enough damage to take him down,
Arkeith.
but instead USPF finds a kill on towards
Stronger
Nixie.
than ever.
Hades will fall down soon as well. Chaz deep
Nixie.
in the back lines here, and it's
Turn
gonna be
things
3 members
around.
down for Benedicto College as Shintizi helps his team get back into this match.
Insane! And just by that, and I do see that, you know, that fight, Arkeith was able to lead that charge, and I was like, okay, since it's always gonna be Nixie that will start the fight, Arkeith just heads on right away and
Yes.
blinks right in and finds Super Keith almost just one more hit
Yes.
before he goes down, and after Arkeith goes in, everything just connects. And I think right here for Nixie's goal, there we have
Oh.
it. Kiri takes Unix down, and that could be the first turret for the side of Panthers and away from the Cheetahs. And back to my point, and this could really work for Nixie if he focuses down on Arkeith and with a Tsunami Slam. But the rest
Shadow,
of them
Hades gets
connecting.
caught out. Shadow kill will get committed on the
Hades
Blood Wings.
almost
Does get activated.
down.
Sky Piercer doesn't activate, and it looks like Hades leaves to see another day.
Another day indeed, and with this one he goes back to his lair and to heal up the rest of the Panthers. They do have that momentum ready, but they will still need more to take that away from the Cheetahs. But after that one fight, and after that displacement from that recent fight as well, just the gold in itself, they're catching up.
Yeah, exactly. He gets
Connects
caught
it
out,
again!
knock up on towards 2 members. Zenny with the perfect set. Arkeith
He's down.
into the backline as
Arkeith.
well. Shinjizi just
Blinks
dealing
in.
basic attack left and right. Takes down 2 members from Benedicto College.
Yup,
Oh,
definitely
Zaman
Super
Force
K.
gets committed as well. Zaman Force.
Yup.
Ayun na nga, real world manipulation.
Chaz
Zenny, may
drags
kaway
him
dito ang Benedicto
inside.
College na iwan si Arkeith. And it's gonna be an equal trade instead of USPF. That was a grave mistake here on the side of USPF.
Yep, it could have been a moment for the Panthers right there where Arkeith blinked in, was like, okay, we're ready, but he knows that the rest of the team is a few meters back. So okay, I think it will not be good for this one, so he has to move back. And the rest, Super K is like, okay, I think this is gonna be our moment, guys. And he takes the charge, and he wins that fight right then and there. They do with a better air strike. Shunix caught off guard, and do will have to move back.
Kiri tries to dash in, but
Oh,
the shadow
he
kill
still makes
will
it.
be managing to take him down, Chaz. He will be able to find out the mage laner here from the side of
Ooh.
USPF, but the Tyrant Cyclone
Dude,
will be able to
almost
push him away
down.
too. Will he?
Still
Oh,
alive.
Chaz, he does have that burn. I think almost.
That immortality was almost used, but it still makes it out alive. and the sustain right here for Chaz, and the amount of lifesteal that he has. Chaz and
Yes.
wordplay. But yeah, the Lord will be coming in the side of the Cheetahs once again, giving them another chance to fight. But again, it's Nixie's goal right here is to isolate Arkeith or maybe Zenny, but right here the priority is gonna be Arkeith.
Yes, definitely. I think we didn't see it there, but Kiri actually gets taken down after taking shootings. So that's going to be an interesting thing, enabling BC to take down the Lord. This is going to be our second Lord in the match. As you said, Kanina, Arkeith has to be one of the priorities, but there's a lot of priorities here for USPF. I think Nixie was trying to catch out Kiri in the early and mid game, and now transitioning towards the late game. I think he has to change his target and find Shintizi instead, no? They have to stick to their drafting strategy kanina na they have to go for the back lines, not towards Kiri. They have to go to the back lines, which is Shintizi or Do.
Yup, there we have it. They're already concealed right here, but Nixie connects.
Action
Blinks in.
out,
The
trying to
knock
work
up.
manipulation.
Arkeith, though.
Arkeith here in the back line.
With the
Hades
retaliation.
knocks 3
But Chaz
members
from behind.
down. Super
Kiri.
K finds a big kill onwards too on Shintizi.
Kiri
No more
backs
damage
in.
dealers for USPF, but Kiri
Chaz,
is the only one that's
it's
left
gotta
on the
be it.
base.
Wow. Insane, guys. Insane. What a win right there for the Benedicto College. And wow, no sweat. No sweat.
No sweat from Benedicto College. I thought USPF, they had that moment there where they found a rope to go back into that match, but Benedicto College clawed their way into a win.
Yeah, definitely clawed their way without a clawed. But yeah, they got the win. And it really is a feline fight as we move later on, right, for another game. And what an amazing game right here for Benedicto Cheetahs. Imagine just, they know that the objectives are the key right here for the Panthers. So they did their best to get that early game momentum, which they successfully did. And they were able to get that win along the way.
Yes, well-deserved win for Benedicto College. I think they bagged their first win here in Season 4.
Yep.
So props to them. They did this may be their starting point for their greatness. For
Yep,
the
for
feline.
greatness.
The cheetahs.
Yes, and guys, it's so nice. And again, a well-deserved win, as what you said. That from the beginning, they were able to zone them out, get that info down, everything just connected. And yeah, we have here our MVP. That's gonna be Super K with a Super 7, 7-1-16.
7-1-16 indeed, and that's a very respectable stats
Yep.
as a gold laner, with only one death. He was playing it safe, especially since there was a lot of crowd controls from the side of USPF. Was able to play it safe and lead his team into victory.
Yup, and an insane right here play for Super K. We've seen the plays, once he get that down, it's the damage is there, the ultimate to lock them down even further, to slow them down. We have the dashes, the flicker in to secure those kills. And I remember that he was hunting them down, especially with Dew. And that was amazing indeed for Super K. Also, the credit also goes to Nixie for the early game engagements.
Yes.
We have the Tsunami Slams, it connects everything down. We have Super K that dashes in. We have Chaz, we have Hades. From behind, they go in for the charge with the Phantom Steed, with the Bravest Fighter, just coming in, connecting with the swipes, the swipes
Yes.
coming in, the damage is also there. And we also have the Eve who was locking them down, whoever is at the front line. It's like, okay, guys, you can't take Chaz, you can't take Hades down. It's gonna be me against you. And it's a very well synchronized team chemistry within the Cheetahs.
Yes, I agree, definitely. It's overall a better Cheetahs.
Yeah.
Better feeling here right now. And now that the series is tied 1-1, it's going to be interesting, since the next game will definitely tell us for sure which is the better feeling.
Yeah. So I think also for the teams right here, we do have something special prepared. So I think that's gonna be up to our host right there, Keisha. It's gonna be your time.
So let's welcome muna no our guest for today, Lark from the production department. So Lark, happy Women's Month! Yay! So Lark, what is it like being a woman in sports, specifically woman in esports?
So actually, it feels very empowering and meaningful at the same time. Kay, esports has been like a long dominated jud siya sa male dominated space jud siya. So our presence here is a testament that women really can have a space in this industry, whether it be a player or us nga volunteer, and also inspiring kayo kay this season our league introduced the women's division. So it's really true nga women can thrive in this space and industry.
Yes, women can thrive. So what's your message out there to fellow women student volunteers?
Let's keep empowering one another, and it's important that we have unity and we belong to one another. Kay women can be everything and women can do anything they want as long as they have one another. Yay, abante babae.
Abante babae. So any shout outs you'd like to give, Lark?
Shout out to the woman of my life, Kate Ginokor, and also my mom, who I love very much. Hi.
Wow, so sana all women love women. So alright, thank you so much, Lark, and happy Women's Month to all women out there. Woo! So abante babae, and thank you so much as well for your immense dedication to CEL. So now, casters, take it away.
Yan, abante babae indeed. And thank you so much for that, Keisha, and our fellow volunteer as well, Larky Wong. And it's an amazing thing to see now that here at CEL, it's really welcoming for everyone.
Yes, definitely. All ever since I joined CEL, it has been a very inclusive organization. No,
Yep,
and I'm
yep.
really happy to see that they have been celebrating anyone without bias, whatever you may identify with. And right now we're celebrating women in this month. So again, guys, we would like to thank all the women in the world.
Yep, definitely. And because society works better that way when everyone is treated fairly and equally. And I think that's also the default. That should be the standard. Yeah, and still a very big congratulations once again for the Cheetahs. We're gonna be heading on with that next game later on. But before everything else, we have to thank our sponsors. We have to thank Virginia, which we've also seen from the volunteers who are also energized after eating their food. Basta Hot Dog, Virginia. And also for tomorrow's action, we have for Valorant, you're gonna see the pieces that they're gonna be using, which you've also seen the pieces that were featured in the cameras for the teams. That's gonna be from the PC Express for all your digital needs. And also here for our venue partner, we have CIT. Thank you so much for welcoming us here and to allow us to celebrate and to make season 4 CEL happen. And as well as a big thank you to our internet providers. We have here Smart and PLDT. Live more today with Smart. And we also have Crayon Labs. So if you've seen the volunteers, they're wearing their volunteer shirts. The quality is amazing. That's what I can say for Crayon Lab.
Yes. And aside from that, guys, we are also live in the MSL, the MLBB pages, and a lot of apps as well, Smart, no? And you guys, you should follow them as well if you're watching here from our page in CEL. You should follow those pages as well. And if you're watching from the MSL and MPL pages, make sure you follow our main page at CESAFI Esports League. We're also have our YouTube channels, our TikTok profiles. So if you guys just search CESAFI Esports League, you'll find us there with tons of updates and the current standings and more chicas.
Yup, and speaking of TikTok as well, we also have our own, if you do want to see some interesting action, aside from the players, aside from the games, well, we do have here for shoutcasters. For me, that's gonna be at Real Moik from TikTok and Facebook. How about you, Kratos?
At James Reed Official.
Ah, wow. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. And yeah, just be sure to check us out there, guys, and just follow, and maybe we'll be uploading some content in the future. But that is gonna be it. An interesting thing to see right here. Cheetahs already forced a do or die game number 3 against the Panthers. and they've evened things out. And this, what we've already expected, an explosive match.
Yes, definitely no. And we've also said it was a very deserving win. But again, Cheetahs, they're in a do or die match with the Panthers right now. It's not yet over. Till it's over.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
our game 3 here.
Yeah.
And this will be the match to decide who the better field is.
Yep, definitely, and it will really show later on which will reign supreme and to get that 2-1 standing. And still currently, to those who have just watched the stream, it's a tie between the USPF Panthers and the Benedicto College Cheetahs, and it really sets that up for a game number 3, which is gonna be very challenging and also very explosive. And I do think here maybe we'll see some picks once again. Maybe Harith this time will be banned, probably.
Ooh. If Harith gets banned, that means there's gonna be one hero that's gonna
Yep.
be freed up. So from the bans of USPF, their bans was, if I remember correctly, the YSS, the
The
Zushin, and the
The Hilda, we have the Zushin, we have the Zetian, we
Yes.
have kind of forgot, but here again, just to follow up with our live poll right here, which feline will scratch their claws to win game number 3? It's gonna be USPF, BC, more scratchers. Okay, I'm gonna go with the C on this one, or the
Okay.
Esports Legends.
We Forge Legends. So that's gonna be an interesting feline for letter C, guys. If just comment down which feline you think are going to win this series, A, B, or C. For us here in the venue in Canada, it's going to be C.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, and that will be interesting for a game number 3. And again, the picks right here is gonna be intense. If they're gonna be forcing a ban right here for Harith, maybe they will be more picks will be unlocked. We have the Sora, who's also banned previously, so I do think here YSS will still be banned. Probably a Hilda, and maybe this time a Grok. I'm not sure. Maybe a Kyrie would ban as well, but it wasn't prioritized from the previous game. So yeah, I mean we do lock that in already with the Hilda, Zetian, and the Zushin ban.
Yes, Freya still banned. I was hoping the Freya
Kind of
could get
expected.
be opened up, no? Because I think Freya is the epitome of an explosive hero, but it's really
Grok.
overpowered.
Grok
It's so
is
unfair.
banned.
Yeah, Grok
Yeah.
banned, Kalia as well. YSS open and the carry as well. So it just matters which are they going to be prioritizing most, no? We know Chaz is a YSS player, so they could take the YSS here or probably change the strategy. Just follow the game 1 strategy. If it's not broken, why fix it?
Yeah.
Anyways, they just pick it.
Yep, kind of expected it. I was waiting for you to finish, but yep, we have here. I did expect that from the Cheetahs to go in and take and prioritize more on the Yisun Shin instead of a carry, because knowing and seeing the previous games of the Cheetahs, they're really more into synergizing with the rest of the members of the team, of the players, and YSS really fits into that equation. We have the Mountain Shocker who can lead that charge. We also have a few more setups for maybe the Cho if they want to isolate targets, if that's their case. But yeah, the Sora is also unlocked, which is gonna be going to the side of the BC, and the Kyrie still. To the side of the USPF, and the Kyrie would also go to their side.
Yes, very strong picks here from the side of USPF. I like how it's very, even with the 2 picks pa lang, no, from USPF, it's very very well-rounded. The crowd control, the damage, it's there. So from 2 picks alone, no. So USPF, I think they won that first phase of the picking. On the side of Benedicto College, they picked here, I think, very not good against the carry. They picked tanky heroes here for Benedicto College, but I think this is meant to like front for the YSS or to try and ward off any invaders in the early game.
So it is interesting once again, and kind of a little bit skeptical on the Cheetahs taking the Alice, maybe if they are gonna be synchronized with the Gatot I still think though the Leomord Lapu-Lapu combo would still be the best fit right here for the Cheetahs. But them taking the Alice from probably maybe okay. I think it's gonna be it may be in the mind of the Cheetahs. Okay, maybe USPF Panthers would take the Alice once again. So let's take it before they can. And usually, personally speaking, it's usually a risky play for that if they're gonna be focusing on that. I mean, as what you said, why fix something that's not broken? So a Lapu-Lapu Leomord could be a better response there. But USPF will still be locking on with that Minotaur pick.
Yes, so understandable picks here from the side of USPF. Minotaur further doubles down on their already very strong two picks.
Yeah.
No, Minotaur. Again, this isn't going to be like an overpowered hero in itself. It mostly synergizes the existing picks for a team, no, and it really synergizes really well for the carry.
The Soyo is banned. We have the Leomord is also banned. And yeah, we did kind of expect that already that Harith will be banned as well.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, Lapu-Lapu is still unlocked though. They could use that for the side of the Cheetahs. We have the Mountain Shocker who can lead the charge, the bravest fighter to come in and towards the backlines, and the Land Shaker to connect as well. The Gatot with the AOG who could be diving towards the Lapu-Lapu if it gets picked. Probably, I'm thinking, probably a Claude. No, I'm not sure if a Claude could do the thing, but we're still gonna be looking at a gold laner right here if the Eason Shin will not be going to that lane. But we do have here from the USPF, there's still the solid picks. You know, we have the Minotaur, we have the carry. Oh, actually the Fredrin, yeah, the Fredrin works for the Cheetahs right here. The same goes for the Kimi. We have the Kimi's ultimate, which also gathers them up.
Yes.
We have the AOG from Gatot if Fredrin will go in towards the backline. We have the Mountain Shocker to stun them down, or we have maybe we have the Alice who can get inside and the Gatot connecting things.
Yes, they all synergize pretty much well with each other. I think now that we've seen the heroes here for Benedicto College, this is most likely going to be the gold YSS in a jungle Fredrin. So I think they're gonna opt towards a utility jungle as you've seen the draft here for the side of USPF, and it's gonna be a tough early game for our YSS to snowball.
And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be moving into a do or die game number 3 between the Panthers and the Cheetahs. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. And again, the thing right here with the Benedicto College is they really have to get that early game momentum, which I do think they're starting right ahead with Nixie still trying to get the charge, but they will secure that cabbage towards the team.
Yes, Little Wonder gets taken down here for Chas, and it's going to be a clean disengage for both teams. Really, there's not much gonna go on for this early game as we see heroes here from both teams. They're gonna be relying on their ultimate abilities, especially on towards 2. As you can see, it's just really poking right now.
Yeah, and right here, Zenny is also trying to get to take that early game tempo while by scouting for some information, as they probably concluded that the members for the BC are already inside of.
Yes, Kiri gonna dive in on towards Chas. Chas doesn't have any
Right on!
But a Shadow Kill gets taunted on towards the minion instead towards Chas. And that's just gonna be a failed assassination for USPF.
Definitely, and in just a few seconds, the turtle would be up for grabs. And right here, USPF are looking to control that one, zone that out. But it's taken right here.
Kiri out Kiri, but a knock up on towards Nixie will be able to help Kiri disengage.
Yup, the turtle is up for grabs, and USPF Panthers has already tried to push them out of that, and they did successfully so. I think right here, it's just gonna be the Cheetahs who will try to steal that away from that. Zenny trying to zone them out. Nixie looking for a possible way inside here, but the taunt will commence right here once again. Kharkiv, while Zenny pops in, but the Sora! There we have it, the Kiri. USPF Panthers will secure the first turtle, but the first blood will also go to the Kadita. And everything just connects. Kiri will be the last member right here. He will be taken out by Shunix, and that leaves with Dio and Shintizi away from the fight.
Yes, it looks like Kiri tried to run away there, but the members of Benedicto College had him cornered down, and that's
Yep.
going to be an early game advantage here for Benedicto College as they take down 3 members. Very key members here from the side of USPF.
Yeah, and it's gonna be another moment right here for the Cheetahs. Early game, as early as 3 minutes and 4 seconds. They've already secured that gold lead, actually catching up as well, but it eventually ties everything up. But the momentum is really strong right here for the Cheetahs.
Yes, and it looks like USPF, they're again showing presence here in the jungle of Chas. Nixie just having to zone out here.
Yeah.
Zenny and Ju trying to give vision for their teammate. Because Chas as a Fredrin is a really slow jungler. Especially in the early game where he does not have the ability resets though from his level 4. But and yeah, USPF, they're gonna try and abuse that fact, no? But
Yeah.
Chas gonna dash in.
Yep, definitely. We have it right here. Nixie gonna dive in towards the center of that fight. And Zenny almost down, almost eliminated the AOG to save himself by 4 more time. But Super K will take it down. Nixie will also be eliminated, but Kiri on the other hand leaving with low HP remaining. Arcade to the rescue. Kiri blinks back in, leaves Super K alone, and it's just gonna be a 3v1. Probably they will not die for this one, and they would take that win. The Panthers already catching up.
Yeah, Nixie actually AOG on towards backline, catches Shintizi. But as a Gatot, you don't really have any damage, especially against the carry. And he gets taken down, and that was a big mistake as a Gatot Kacha. Meanwhile, for USPF, Kiri, that was an amazing play. If you saw what he did there, he was really low, like 1 HP, but he still went back for a shadow to secure a kill. And that was a beautiful counter play here for USPF. They're taking back the equal here in game. Now the turtle is spawned.
Yep,
Both teams eyeing each other right now. They see in the front line.
Yep.
Bast.
Yep, there we have it, Zenny. The knockup is there, but the Chaz will secure the turtle for the side of the Cheetahs, but we're not done yet, guys. AOG dives in, that's gonna be it. Chaz will get a kill down. Arkeith to follow that up. Super K will secure the kill, and the rest of the Cheetahs will be moving forward with another win, still evening things out in the gold lead.
Yes, and now BC and USPF. We see that they have been trading flows right now. No, Zenny, perfect knock-up, but
Insane.
unfortunately, Chaz, siyang mas mabilis ang retry niya.
It's a battle of the red tree, guys. And wow, insane. And right here, we're still not done. Nixie will lock him on. Kiri goes down yet again. And the rest of the Cheetahs will still be taking that win and will not be overextending. But I think we're not done. Dio dives in, but we'll have to move back. And there we have it! Oh no, the shifting skies! Nixie will go down. Hades, however, will get that killing spree. Super K to connect as well, but they will have to move back as they're quite low. And Panthers are still up. And still, that's gonna be another 2 kills down. Dio and Zenny.
Yes, that was a very, very good cloud sweep there from Arcade, catching 3 members from Benedicto College. Unfortunately, Ju has already used their ultimate ability there, so not enough burst damage from the side of USPF to capitalize on that good set from Arcade, no? But still, 6 minutes and 30 seconds into the match, pretty much an equal game right now. Almost gets caught by Nixie there. Shunix in the backline. He does have that passive ability ready, stuck up at any moment.
Oh, the stun! Dio is down! An unstoppable right here for Super K with a 5-0-5 standing. And Panthers, once again, are gonna be pinched inside their first turret at the middle lane. And the Cheetahs are just applying pressure while the turtle is up for grabs, and they're just gonna be zoning them out of this area. And the USPF Panthers will probably have to surrender and to try to even things out by pushing the lanes and to take some jungle monsters. But I think that will be it.
Yes, and yun na nga, this is Benedicto College's third turtle so far in this match. USPF, they have the they had the advantage kanina, no? But Benedicto College.
Oh, the Petrify. Oh, there we have it. The knockup is there. But the Shooting Skies once again connecting everything down. The knockup from Arkeith and Zenny connects. Nixie will be eliminated, but we're still not done. Hades is currently alive, but will have to move back, and he still makes it out in time.
Yes, that was a perfect initiation there from you, catching out a big player here for Benedicto College, allowing USPF their way back into this match. Again, it's just both teams trading blows, blow for blow here. So no one really has an advantage for too long as the other team as quickly snatches it away. They really are fighting to be the best Philian in this in our league.
A lot of knockups, a lot of bounces. Like the monkeys jumping on the bed.
Yes, agreed, no? And again, USPF, I really like how they're giving vision for the teammates Zenny and Du. Kanina pa sila dito since the start of the early game. They're just spamming their tankiness in front of the members here from Benedicto College, allowing their teammates to secure some objectives since they have that vision.
Yep. And right here, I think they're gonna be hunting down Kiri once again. And usually, Kiri is one of the key players right here for the Panthers. And he has been as well in the previous game. So the rest of the Panthers are looking for another chance to take this down. And as long as they can get the info, and with Du leading as well, with Zenny connecting with Arkeith, I think it will look good for Panthers as long as they can hunt those important players, which I think it's gonna be probably Hades if they could isolate him first, or maybe Shunix if they could go into the backline, but it's really hard. And it's also a good time right here for the Panthers to go and take the Lord, since Super K is just out of the equation.
Yes, well said. The Lord, both teams, they're very wary in taking this Lord. They know that if they mess up, it's just going to be an easy snowball for the team now that the Lord is in the picture. And it looks like they're gonna start the Lord dance in just a few moments. Neither team wanna invest too much right now. Kiri, no more Shadow.
Kiri.
Nixie charging up his taunt.
Watching from behind.
Yeah, disengage lang right now. Both teams, they're very, very disciplined.
Alive, awake, and enthusiastic.
Catches
But the
two
knockups
members.
connect
Outsweep
everything.
on towards 3. The first one to fall will be Hades as well. Dito sa backline, si paring Nixie. Shunix has to jump over the wall to save himself, but that's gonna be 2 members down for Benedicto College, and it's gonna be USPF. Super K tries, goes back. He does have that dash away. Arcade flickers in. Members of PC are too far away to get caught.
Too far away, and the gold is already looking good right here for the USPF, and they've managed to secure that 2K gold lead and also a Lord in their hands. So this is gonna be up to the Cheetahs to try to stop everything down, with the Panthers already getting that momentum. And once I've said it a while ago, once they can get that tempo, it's really hard to take that away from them, because they will really solidify. And just by the looks of the comps as well, it's also like it negates everything. So it's just like an equal battle for both of the teams. So it's still looking good for the Panthers.
Yes, definitely. And the Lord marching in the mid lane. Minoan Fury will knock out 3 members AOG, but yung lamok na naman yung nahuli si Ju. In the backline, Nixie gets caught out with the members here. No one
Everyone is
gets
focusing
taken down. I think the first one to fall will be Nixie. Super Gay low as well. Double kill na. Si paring
Zenny
Ju
jumps
dito.
in.
Monster kill as well on towards
Oh
Super
no,
Gay.
Kitty!
2 members left for Benedicto College. Zenny will taunt the tower for his teammate, but Hades and Super K will live to defend the base.
Unfortunate right there, because we have seen Nixie, he was able to sustain for a long time, but the Cheetahs were having a difficult time converting that into some kills, converting that value towards their team. And in the long run, Nixie was down. The rest of the Cheetahs were already exposed. They were vulnerable. The shields were down, and USPF Panthers, they were just able to take things away.
Yes, I think that was again just what we said kanina, no, that both these teams, they're not gonna go down without a fight. They're just trading blow for blow.
Yep.
Yes, no one, again, as I
Low
said
football.
kanina, reiterating, no one really has an advantage for too long. The other team just snatches it away. I think kanina, I thought it was Benedicto College who had that upper hand. Hades, we see this Alice with that crowd control over and over again, catching 2, 3, or 4, even 4 members from the other team, no? So we have to be wary with Hades, but somehow Benedicto College is just lacking on towards that follow-up.
Yeah, and definitely just by looking at those the map as well, it is looking good for the Panthers, and the way that they've also secured the jungle monsters away from the cheetahs, then the only resources right here for the cheetahs are the minions, and they have to focus this down to their carries, which is gonna be Shunix or Super K or maybe Chaz, but usually it's gonna be either Shunix and Super K. And they're just, also looking at it like, once again, the cheetahs, as long as when the jungle monsters spawn, it's
Yeah.
gonna be their time. Okay, let's take it before they do.
Yes, I agree. Now, and now that the Lord has spawned USPF, they're gonna make some noise here in the Lord Pit. In Benedicto College, they're not gonna be able to respond very fast now, and that's gonna be a free Lord for USPF.
Yep, definitely. And for now, that the Lord will be coming in once again towards the cheetahs in the mid lane. Things are gonna be looking kind of difficult right here for our fellow feline cheetahs, and the rest of them are gonna be waiting for that, or maybe they could take that earlier. But we also have here from the bot lane, the Panthers will be pushing in.
Yes, and round 2 here for the offensive for USPF. Nixie charging up his stun. Will just be used defensively.
Scouting.
Easy, focusing on towards the turret.
Yep.
Again,
The
on
taunt commence.
towards Zenny. Minoan Rage still available right now, but the discipline back off from USPF as they take down inhibitor turret. Good
Yep.
offense here.
Yup, again, this is one of the keys as well for the USPF, is to take that objectives down, and they don't want to overextend, but we have here deal from behind. Shunix will be petrified!
Oh!
Dives in!
But not enough damage, and instead it's gonna Kiryu takes down 2. AOG on course
The AOG
almost
Hades is down.
gets taken down, and
The
again
double.
3 members for Benedicto College. I think this is gonna be it. Okay, because USPF, they're gonna target the base, but there's not gonna be enough minions.
Super
and again,
K, the last
triple kill
member.
on towards kill. Yeah, Super K, but the last one
Oh,
left, and it's
will
lights
not
out
make it.
for Benedicto College as USPF wipes out.
A game number 3 right here for the USPF Panthers, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing. Amazing indeed
Grabe.
for these Panthers to pull off a victory, and it was the keys really worked in their favor, as when they got that early momentum. I mean, they didn't really secure that, but it was kind of balanced, and that's already a sign for the Panthers that it's gonna be going towards them. We also have the objectives. They didn't really go for that fight. Zenny was just, okay, the damage, come to me damage,
Yes.
And that was it. Once they got that bottom lane inhibitor, okay, that's good. We have to
Yeah.
move back, but once everything connected, it was a game over for the cheetahs.
I think the best moment there was Dew. We
Dew,
saw them, Dew
yeah.
assassinate the Kimi there.
Yeah,
He was just hiding.
Yeah.
As if you guys don't know, in that minimap, if you just walk into that part, the enemy can't see you in their minimap at all. So it was a very high-tech blind spot play there from Dew, catching out the marksman. Even though they didn't successfully take it down, they successfully pushed the Kimi away from the clash that BC, they were lacking damage enough to make them lose the game.
Yeah, the damage was insane as well. Shunix was, I think, like 2 hits.
Yes.
Like, eliminated right away. And when Shunix was like looking for possible blind spots, and it was like, he saw Dio, he was like, oh no. Dio was like, okay, I'm here. And he just petrified him right away. He
Yes.
was eliminated, and that was it. But ladies and gentlemen, we are still not done. We're gonna be actually asking for the thoughts of the players. So I think we're gonna be moving in this one to our host, Shane. Take it away.
Thank you so much for that, casters. And of course, I am here with Shintizi wearing our beautiful purple veil. Wow, Shintizi, congratulations to USPF. But of course, congratulations also to BC for giving us an amazing match. But of course, for you, Shintizi, you are the MVP and you had a 5-0-10 KDA. Wala ka namatay. But in the first game, in the game 2, BC dominated the match. But on the next game is you guys dominated the match. What was your mindset or your strategy for the last game?
For us, kay we learned the lesson kay katong pag last game kay naka-flicker ko ba, and then medyo kanang confident medyo confident me, so yan ako nga ay mag-flicker lang ko niya, wala kay mahuli kay magpalikod ra ko ba, so yan naman sila nga mag-pure ako next game so that wala jud kay mo kan ba, and then maintain composure, and then teamwork lang.
So, nag-safe play lang mo sa inyong last game. Okay, now, of course, Shentizi, let's talk about Women's Month naman. Do you have any women, who are the women in your life and how did they influence you?
Shoutout sa akong mama na nasa heaven, and then akong lola sad, and then akong family, and then sa akong friends, sa mga girlfriends nako, and then shoutout ni Luna niya sa akong tita, and then sa mga tanan ga support na ako, thank you. Tanan ga support na mo sa USPF, thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for that, Shentizi. And of course, that's it for my interview with our MVP. Thank you so much, and now let's go back to our casters.
Sana all girlfriends.
Sana all. Talo na naman.
Ay, nako.
Talo na naman
Grabe,
tayo.
basta CL player, madaming girlfriends.
Ikaw,
Happy Women's Month!
Happy Women's Month! And ikaw, do you have any women in life?
Ikaw?
Had na daw. Hindi na have.
Yes. That was the MVP of the series, of the Game 3, rather.
Yeah,
Shentizi, the
Amazing.
man with multiple girlfriends.
Okay. 5-0 and 10 right here.
5-0 and 10.
Yeah,
yes.
5-0 and 10 for Shentizi, and amazing. And yeah, we actually did see some signs of the Shentizi moment from game number 2, but it wasn't able to pop off.
Yes.
Right here, game number 3, it was maximized to the fullest. And though we don't really see a lot of Shentizi action during the fights, because what we usually see are the knockups, the monkeys jumping on the bed moments. We do see that the Shentizi, the damage was just really there. It was really noticeable that Kiri as well was also connecting that and really just connected everything down to the last minute details.
Yes, and we can see that even though that there was a lot of crowd control and a lot of like assassination heroes here from the side of Benedicto College, Shentizi with 0 deaths, that just goes to show how well he was playing positionally for USPF. And now we see the match highlights for Game 3 as we see both teams just trading it out. Now neither team getting really a prolonged advantage from the other in the early to mid game.
Yeah, definitely. I actually honestly I did already see some signs that the Panthers will win, because during the early game, even when BC Cheetahs took the momentum, we do see some resistance from the Panthers, and I that was already a sign for me that the Panthers are really good at turning things around. And during the mid game, it was already secured at that moment when they got the tempo, because once again, if you give the Panthers the tempo, it's really hard to take that back away from them.
Yes, I agree. No, but even though you said that you already saw some signs that USPF was winning, BC did not go down without a fight, definitely.
Without a fight, definitely.
They really showed their prowess, no? They really wanted to win the series as well, no?
To crawl.
Yes.
To crawl back into it.
Yeah, but right now, as of now, in this series, the best feeling rather, is going to be the Panthers.
The Panthers along the way. But of course, guys, that's match number 1. So we still have a few more matches to go. And do you have any remarks for the next teams?
I think the next matches from game 2, game 3, game 4 are gonna be excited, but I'm more excited for the last match. See you guys. Then the last match is gonna be one of the heated battles here in CL. But anyways, guys, game 2 will be back in just a few minutes. And we'll see you guys soon after this break.
keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you well, you don't come home from that town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you well, you don't come home from nights out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from that town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've You keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you when you don't come home from nights out. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you where you don't come home from that town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games. You keep on running around with other women in town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I keep on telling you where you don't come home from my town. I've had enough of these games. I will be kicking you out. I've had enough of these games.
The logo features the number 25 to mark CESAFI's 25th anniversary, celebrating its legacy of excellence. A person holding a torch, inspired by the original CESAFI logo, represents the passing of knowledge and passion from past to present, honoring those who paved the way while inspiring the next generation. The rising stars symbolize young talents who are guided by the achievements of CESAFI Hall of Famers, echoing the slogan, "A legacy built, a future inspired." Laurel leaves reflect victory and recognition, highlighting the accomplishments of athletes, coaches, and leaders over the years. Lastly, the eagle head represents strength, vision, and forward movement, capturing CESAFI's commitment to growth and excellence for future generations.
Maayong udto CEL fans! Welcome to CESAFI Esports League Season 4. Nagbabalik pala kami ngayon. Kami yung makakasama nyo onto these matches between CEC and UCLM Webmasters. Kami nga pala yung magiging casters nyo for today. This is MC, your golden boy shoutcaster, and kasama ko ngayon is none other than...
Your sweetest boy here, Rare Candy! What is up?
What is
Talaga?
up? Grabe, no?
Grabe, first game, second game. It's nakakaano talaga. Parang masyadong hype na din. Umagang-umaga na, of course. And of
Oo.
course, what's best na mapagbigay ng energy.
Oo.
Yes, ang umaga. If not without our sponsors,
Yep.
we do not get much energy if not without our Virginia. Basta hotdog, Virginia.
Virginia.
And of course, hindi lang yun yung china-charge natin, pati rin about yung mga phones natin, especially with our Wi-Fi, yung internet
Yep.
natin provided by Smart. Live more with today. And of
Smart.
course, to PLDT.
Grabe, sobrang
Big
lakas
shout.
ng wifi natin, no?
Yes, inspiring and really leading towards a much better future thanks to PLDT.
Yet, no, we also have the PC Express. PC Express for all your digital needs and also sa mga trips natin, yung mga volunteer shirts.
Yes, yung
From
mga fits natin.
grabe yung mga fits, mga volunteer shirts
Grabe.
natin. We have the Crayon Lab.
Wow.
Oo. And also the Alap Puso Pilipinas sa ating mga live sa mga partners natin sa live Puso Pilipinas, also the
Yes.
Smart, live mga kaibigan. Manood kayo dyan sa ating mga live viewers. Shoutout sa inyo dyan. And also sa ating venue partner. We have the CIT U. Dito kami sa senior high na library.
Yes.
Sobrang ganda dito, guys.
Grabe guys, you have to admit talaga yung massive change. And then also, upgrade talaga.
Sobrang upgrade.
Yes, yung meron na tayong
May
couch,
couch.
white background, grabe. And then, of course to MSL, who's also live streaming this.
MCC, no?
Yes, MCC at MSL. So you can check us out over there. And speaking of the games, let's go to the matches today. Yun nga. So
Uy,
there
ano na?
we go. Ooh, so
match 1, no? USPF BC. Ganda ng laban na yun. Sobrang init.
really, yung nga. Na-feel ko kahit sa labas, actually.
Ano to, Gadi?
Yes.
Pero nanood ka pa rin, di ba?
Oo. Parang kahit yung weather hindi naman masyadong mainit, pero yung
Labanan, sobrang init.
Sobra.
And USPF coming on top, winning that match. And right now, match number 2, CEC Blue Dragons and UCLM Webmasters. So yun yung suntukan na to.
Oh.
And after that, we have the CDU White Stallions and UC Main Webmasters.
And of course, last but not the least, we have the CIT U USC. Gonna be that. Check that out for game
init din
number
yan.
4. Yes, that's gonna be one of the highlights. Actually, lahat naman ng mga games dito, highlights.
Highlights
dito.
na highlights.
Yes.
Walang
and-
tapon dito.
Yes, and let's review what the teams have it. So, yun nga for Group A, we have USJR.
Sana all.
Grabe, 6
Sana all secured.
and 0 already advancing to the next stage na. And of course,
Pasok
hindi nagpapalipas yung UC Main dito with also 4 to 6 points.
6 points
3
rin.
points just behind lang ng USJR. And then you have USPF who kanina pa lang
Nanalo.
just got another win here already. Really making sure talaga na they, again, really tight na yung race dito sa Group A. Of course, BC and CDU here still finding their place. We still, actually, nakita naman na yung
Pumapalag.
potential nila. But still, there's still a lot of games to be played pa.
Marami
And
pa.
that's for Group A. Let's see what is over to Group B.
Yes, and dito naman sa ating Group B, ladies and gentlemen, we have the USC who also may insurance na, secured na sa ating playoffs. And right now with that 6-1 win-loss record, 8 points. And right now, sumusunod lang. Kalaban nila mamaya, CITU with that 4-1 win-loss record and 5 points. And ngayon naman, UCLM on the top 3, 3-2, 4 points. Yung magiging kalaban nila is yung top 4, CEC Blue Dragons with that 1 for win-loss, with that 1 point also. And UPC, meron pang pabawi to.
Yes.
Pabawi pa yan.
We cannot count talaga yung UPC. They're still in the game. And yun nga, yung USC CITU, something to watch, to really watch out for.
Pardagulan yan.
Yes. And of course, grabe.
Uy.
A little bit of friendly redemption. Parang pinag-aalalahan.
collide.
Paala mo kaya? Yung old friends nag-collide dito.
Ang kanta yan.
between
Ganda yung kanta yung collide na yan.
UC versus yung matches here with UC and CEC. Sino kaya? Kilala mo ba? Baka ikaw yung old friend.
Old friend. Hindi naman, masyado pa akong bata pero maging old friend.
Okay, young friend.
Young friend.
Okay.
Pwede pa siguro.
Speaking of young friend, grabe nice ang suot mo ngayon.
Yes, ganda niyan.
Big highlight actually. Actually, if you notice here, we are yung mga fits namin, if ever you're wondering, and
Purple.
also yung parang may pugad dito.
Oy, hindi
Yung
mo
yung pusa yung sa'yo minus bird. So actually,
Meow.
this is because of every 4th week of the month, CEL is gonna have its crazy hat week.
Hats, yep.
Yes, and on top of that, we are wearing specific colors in celebration of Women's Month. Yes, happy Women's Month.
Yes, shout out sa mga kababaihan dyan, no?
Yes,
mga
women
ate,
lover ka talaga.
mama, mga auntie, mga lola,
Yung
mga
lola,
tia,
yung mga
tita,
ate,
lahat. Oh, shout
yung
out
mga
sa inyo.
pinsan.
Mga pinsan
Also
ng mga
mga,
babae.
also shout out rin sa mga girlfriends.
Ay, sa mga, sana all may joke.
Okay, tapos naman yung
Tapos naman
Pabrero.
Valentine's Day, dapat ano na lang, yung mga friends na lang, no?
Yes, pero whole year naman talaga yung pagiging
Siyempre.
yung pagiging girlfriend. And
Speaking of girlfriend, ito, may nalaman ka ba? May alam ka ba?
specifically
General lang, may alam ka ba?
grabe parang dami mong
Ang dami-dami, no? Pero speaking of laman, may nalaman daw si Chain. Chain, ano ba nalaman mo dyan?
Hello? Hello, excuse me, can you please translate to
Ay,
English?
English pala?
Okay.
Ikaw, RC, translate mo.
Sige,
Hindi,
alright. Hello, Ching.
Oh,
We would like to ask,
wow.
what do you know?
What?
When do you know?
When?
Who do you know?
Uy.
Why do you know? Who do you? How do
Masyado,
you know?
marami na.
Okay,
Chain,
sige.
what do you know?
I know Yung players natin,
Oy.
sabi nila sa akin,
Ano yan?
isa daw sa biggest influence sa buhay
Tagalog
nila,
pala.
yung nanay nila.
Wow. Shout out
yes.
yung mga nanay, no? Shout out sa mga moms namin. We love our moms. Shout out, mom, na nanonood.
Mama,
Supported
hello.
yung mama ko dyan.
I love you.
Yep. Ano bang mga nakahalap mong balita dyan, Chain?
Yes. Ano yung chika
Ano
dyan?
yung chika dyan?
Yung chika ko guys, nalaman ko yung CEC natin, every Friday may scrim sila.
Ay.
2 to 3 teams yung ka-scrim nila.
Dami nun, ha? 3
Grabe,
teams.
grabe,
Patak-
industrious talaga sila. Parang, ano talaga, determined talaga sila.
That's right.
And meron ba silang intention bakit ginagawa nila nito?
Sa UCLM, meron.
yung-
Pero yung UCLM kasi, wala silang scrims.
Ay,
Yung sabi
balik.
nila, hindi daw
Wow.
uso yung scrims sa kanila.
Okay. Pero
Grabe,
parang
no?
individual chemistry.
Oh.
Pero batak na batak.
Batak pa rin yung UCLM
Ano yung
natin.
sikreto nila, Chain?
So may ritual daw sila. Yung ritual nila is may bonding sila before
Oy,
the
sana
game
all.
day.
Sana may bonding. Maganda yung bonding na ritual. Ano bang ritual, Marcy? May ritual ka ba?
Ako, natutulog, pinapanaginip. Ano lang? Depende
yan lang,
kung ano
yan lang.
lumalabas.
Yung
Ikaw?
ritual ko, nagti-tiktok ako eh. Yung ganun na sayaw.
Hindi
wala
ba kita mo nga?
wala kayong nakita guys. Pero si
Wala.
Chain, may ritual ka ba, Chain?
Ikaw,
Meron,
Jay.
of
Ano yung
course.
ritual mo?
Kasama tayo doon,
Ha?
MC. Magti-tiktok tayo mamaya.
Mamaya.
Ay, okay.
Abangan na lang
Your
natin.
eyes on your
Abangan nyo yan.
mind. That's
Yes.
okay.
You
Mamaya
can
na
catch
lang
that later,
Ah,
guys. So, watch out.
Pero feel ko yung ritual ng UCLM gumagana. Kasi yung isang player nila, si Supremo, nanalo ng championship
Uy, nakita ko yan sa
last
Facebook.
March 8.
Really, ah?
Malaking tournament yun.
Yeah, yun, hindi ko narinig pero narinig ko sa ibang tao
Ay,
na
sana.
it's one of the biggest dito sa Cebu.
Chismoso ka talaga.
Ay. Pwede na magsuswap
Ah,
kami ni
pwede.
Jane. Kayo na magchichika.
Ikaw naman, Chika.
Diba?
And, Jane, thank you for that, no?
Thank
Ano
you
ba?
so much.
Meron pang message naman, yung,
Ay, yung mga
CEC,
message. Ano
sa
yung
UCLM.
Ano
So
ba-
yung message ng CEC guys is, good luck to us and enjoy the game.
Yep.
Kasi they should watch out because yung CEC naghahabol ng points.
Okay, nag-start off the wholesome pero biglang naging mabagsik yung
Mabagsik.
yung mensahe nila.
Naghahabol pala yung CC. How about this UCLM,
Yes.
Chain?
Yung sabi naman ng UCLM, bad luck daw.
Ay?
Kasi
Ano yan?
gusto nilang manalo.
Kaya pala.
Ay,
Hindi
okay.
naman pala ganun.
Pero yun lang yung chika natin. Ngayon, alamin naman natin sino yung mga teams natin ngayon. Okay?
Thank
Now
you.
let's go back to one of our hosts.
Thank you so much, Shane.
The most determined, this team remains ever strong. Give it all for the CSC Blue Dragons. Stepping into the line of dawn with confidence and grit, give it all for the UCLM Webmasters. Casters, take it away.
Uy,
Ay,
yun nga.
hindi nakita.
Ay,
Grabe yung
sayang.
posting ng CC, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ano yung kulang? 6,
6,
7. O, diba? And then of course, rin naman.
Grabe yung mga aura, no?
Yeah, yung CEC talaga. Pinapakita talaga nila na alam nila ng numero and gusto na maging number
Tinoro
1.
Yung number 1 talaga.
Yeah. Or yun yung number of kills
Eh,
nila.
marami ka nang sinasabi. Speaking of that, let's have our lineup ngayon. CC, same lineup pa rin sa
Yes.
mga nakita natin onto the last weeks. We have Troy. Parang napalitan nata si Nico, no? Nicho.
With ano. And then of course, we still have si
Santay,
Santay.
Onion Rings, taka si Tushi.
Yun nga, si Santay, really a player to watch out for talaga. And, yun, may salon pass.
May salon pass na sa kamay.
Y-
May
yun yung-
pamparelax.
Yun yung power buff nila.
Grabe yung salon pass, ah.
Wow.
Sponsor na pa.
Lahat sila.
naman.
Lahat sila. And yun nga, we'll see how that strategy will work out para sa kanila. Yung, tingnan na rin natin sa UC kung meron rin silang salon pass.
Grabe. Compare natin kung may salon pass pa sila.
Oo
Ang
nga.
salon pass naman. Pati yung mga prod natin, ang dami salon pass.
Youth team salon pass talaga. Sa atin wala.
Sa atin wala.
Pero sa atin merong ano.
Merong hats.
Merong
Cute
hats.
ng hats, oh. Meow,
Yun nga,
meow.
ito yung ano.
Grabe
Ang
yung-
sa akin ibon, yung sa kanya pusa.
Pusa.
Yes.
And speaking
And
of
Yung speaking of
Speaking
yung
of-
mga pusa, actually we have the UCLM.
pusa, webmasters.
Ay, hindi pa sa
Hindi sa pusa,
cat-based.
webmasters nila.
Yung the rest of the teams dito, cat-based yung mga
Cat-based.
pangalan. Ito
Eto
kasi
sila.
UCLM.
Oo.
And of course, ito si Supremo, yun just recent champion
Yung-
sa
Grabe.
sa champion sa
So,
isang
isang
tournament,
tournament.
one of the biggest
Mhm.
dito. Alam mo ba? It's
Alam ko yan. Alam ko.
sino nagsabi sa iyo?
Si Chain, sinabi
Oo.
niya kanina eh.
Just rechecking lang.
No. Same main 5 pero yung napalitan lang is yung mid lane nila which is si Alokay na pinalitan niya si Miss Cavendish. So Miss Cavendish wala ngayon. So Alokay in. Also isang palong mage laner. Isang one trick Odette.
Wow.
Malakas mag-Odette yan. Nakikita ko yan. Nagla-live yan sa TikTok eh.
Of course,
Of
TikTok.
course, grabe.
Especially talaga ngayon especially ngayong bagong patch with Marcel. Diba?
Yung may bagong hero no, yung napapa-freeze yung time. Kung ako MC is gold, yung time is gold sa kanya. Fini-freeze niya yung time.
Kay time is gold.
Okay.
Yun.
Si time is gold.
Yung very valuable talaga. Valuable insight. Thank you so much, MC.
Plastic na ito. Pero no.
Hindi naman ako plastic. Gold.
Ay, ang gold. Ako yung gold.
Ay, okay.
Silver
ano
ka.
ko? Silver.
Oo.
Hindi ko.
Doon na ka
I thought actually blue.
Silver, di ba?
Hindi, purple ako ngayon.
Purple ka. Okay.
Women's month.
Mhm.
And then, grabe. Ano yung mga itong na teams na batak talaga. Really, each of these, meron silang own ways of how they're gonna win. Paano nila papanaluhin yung laro. And each of them, ikaw, meron kang babasa sa
Yeah, especially right now with the current shifting of metas, may mga bagong hero na nagdagdag, merong na buff, merong na nerf na mga heroes. So parang na-shaken up yung mga composition siguro, yung mga drafting ng ating mga teams. Pero nabanggit kanina ni Chain na yung UCLM hindi nagpa-practice ng 5-man. Pero nagpa-practice sila individually.
As I said, individual chemistry.
Pero kahit nasa ganun, andun pa rin yung punch nila. Pero speaking of that, these are the keys to victory.
Yun nga, okay. So, yun nga, these are dive without fear here
Dive.
para sa side ng CEC. Dapat walang paduda-duda pa.
Walang
Dire-diretso.
pagkakalangan.
Yes, alanganin. Very good vocabulary.
Wag ka mag-alangan, wag ganun.
Yes. And of course, take the initiative. So you have to be very aggressive here para makakuha sila ng early advantages para sa ano. And then dito naman sa UCLM, we know na masyado naman sila actually really good sa aggression nila.
Yep.
Yung ano lang, kailangan nila ng direction kung saan nila ilalagay yung aggression. And in this case, objective
first.
zone control, especially on those key sites. Dito sa
Especially ngayon na nagdidikta talaga kung sino yung makakaunang kuha ng turtle. So,
Yes.
parang siya nagdidikta ng whole game natin. They can control the tempo, shifting towards the mid game, and also map mastery, smart rotation and lane control, limit CC's opportunities. So you need parang especially right now, Supremo, alam naman natin Supremo, sobrang ganda ng kanyang mga positioning, pagbigay ng mga information, vision kung asan patungo or pag-rotate yung kalaban nila.
So yung naririnig ko is yung sa CEC dapat initiative and perseverance. Meanwhile, sa UC it's control and ano pa yung ano sa control? Control at mastery. Hindi, parang dapat yung UC kinukulong nila yung game. Dapat sa kanila talaga yung victory nandun. Pero yung CEC, it's up to CEC kung kaya nila buksan yung plano na kulungin yung laro for UC. Sa UC. Kulong, Prison Break.
Yep.
And bago lang ako nanood ng Netflix Prison Break. Kaya kaya fresh na sa usapan. And of
May
course,
tanong tayo sa mga live viewers natin. Siyempre,
Uwe.
marami dyan maraming mga nanonood sa atin dyan, sa mga live viewers natin. Heart nyo yung live stream natin.
Yes.
Share nyo na rin. At ngayon may tanong tayo, which team would find the winning formula this series? So comment down below
Pwede
yung
rin
mga
sa
answers nyo. Andito yung mga options. Letter A, CC, B, UCLM, C, MC, and RC. Grabe kami
ay
yan.
dalawang CC.
Mga winning formula yan.
Yes.
Oo.
Dalawang CC. Kasi dalawang si crowd control.
Crowd control, CC.
Dami kasi yun yung nanonood, so we are controlling
Kami
the crowd.
control. Bouncer
Wow.
kami, ika nga.
Yes.
Pero right now, or letter D, we Forge Legends. Also.
Yes. That's always the CL. And if you want, you can check us, you can check more. Comment down, maging active kayo. Now is the time na manood ng CEL dito.
Yep.
Kasi meron C.
May
C-
C.
With the C for MC and RC stands for. And of course, we are now gonna go into the drafting stage here with UC versus CEC.
And UCLM right now, nasa blue side, so sila yung first pick.
Yes.
And yung magiging map pala natin, RC, is the Flying Cloud.
Okay, so very
Mabilisan.
bilisan dapat, even yung tempo kailangan, dito sa UC kailangan nila kontrolin yung tempo here, and I would want to see an early game ng mga picks dito for the side. So Jushin, mga
Jushin pa
kukunin
rin. Oh. Kasi
yung ban si Jushin kasi
mga-
yung early tempo talaga binibigay ni Jushin at the level 1s until level 4 sa again sinabi mo mismo yung turtle talaga
Yung turtle.
kailangan nila i-control and snowball the map. Again, that's what they want to see. Pero here for the side of CEC, they do also want us na maging aggressive rin. Hindi lang, they have to have some playmaking here. So, yun nga, it's going to be the utility jungle na tatanggalin dito for the side of sa UCLM. You have Baksha and Ruzation. Tanggal lang.
tanggal agad. Wala nang mga tanggalan natin ang isang utility na jungler, yung CC. And also
Grak at Jushin.
CC binan yung Grak. So
Yung-
ni Supremo. Kaka-champion lang kasi. Respeto na natin. Alam na natin
and also
yan.
been very meta na talaga dito si Grak,
Grak,
dito sa
oo.
CL. Really strong pick, especially in the hands of these really good players talaga. And yun nga, again, sinabi ko, Jushin, have to be
tanggalin
taken
agad.
off. Yes,
Lalo
kasi,
na pag second pick kayo.
yeah, you do not want na parang
Priority
nawala yung
pick, no?
control at
Oo.
priority dito sa side ng UCLM. And then, yun nga, also another utility na tatanggalin dito for the side ng UCLM is the Kaja and the CC, Kalea.
Kalea.
Yung nawala dito. So, a lot of utility. Yung global scan ni Wuzation.
Wala na.
Pati
Tinanggal
din
sa
yung
equation.
Baksha.
Wala sa formula.
Puros so we'll probably see a lot more damage. Siguro, it's gonna be the Fredrin na probably priority here sa UC yung titignan natin.
Feeling ko nga, Yishun Shin first pick to or
Pwede
either
rin.
carry Yishun Shin kasi pwede mong i-flex yung Yishun Shin na yan. And right now, the
Oh.
banning of Kalea,
Oh.
parang maganda siya kasi nirespeto nila talaga yung capability ni Supremo na gumawa ng play onto that mga heroes na nagtitake initiative talaga. Yun yung winning keys to victory nila Initiative,
Yes.
di ba?
Yes, it's tinanggal naman nila technically yung utility away from the Wuzation with the Fury of the Phoenix. They still have the
Mountain
sa
Shocker.
Yung Mountain
Oo.
Shocker sa Yushin. Now, yun, it's
Mabilisan
gonna
lang.
be the carry and then the lapu-lapu yung kunin. So, yung side lanes dito yung prioritize ng CEC.
Yep.
So, we might see yung rotations being capitalized here by the side of CEC para maunahan nila kung alam nila yung direction kung saan nila ilalagay yung mga key priority picks
know,
nila. And yun is the far
side of Sora.
na Sora yung kukunin dito.
Yung-
Actually, really strong mid jungle and yung
XP
mid jungle
fighter.
yung XP lane dito, we know talaga na Sora, very good setup, very versatile talaga hanggang even ngayon sa pretty much week 4 na, 1 month of
1
CL.
month. Happy month, sorry.
Kita natin, happy month sa
sorry,
CL.
sana
Grabe naman.
Ay, joke lang.
Kasama
joke
ka
lang
naman
yun.
dito.
Kasama
ah.
ka lang. I love
Happy
CL.
monthsary to you.
Oh, thank you.
And of course, yun, Nakadita will be
Oo.
taken here as a response for
That's-
the side of CEC.
That's actually nice, no? Against sa Farsa. So parang every time na magpo-position dito yung Farsa, parang matitreaten siya sa pwedeng gawin na rough wave plus petrify combo ng isang kadita natin. And also the carry, maganda siya pick up. Fun fact, ito yung madalas pinipick talaga dito sa South Esports League. Kung hindi yan first pick, pag na-open yan onto the second phase, kinukuha talaga yung carry. Kasi yung carry, maganda siya pang insurance onto the late game.
Very much, I agree.
Pindot-pindot lang, shurikens lang, patay na lahat.
That's true. And meron naman siya mobility, so hindi na siya madakip sa Sora.
Oo.
Yun nga. And then hindi siya, and also with that mobility rin, the feathered airstrikes, ni dito.
Oo.
Ni Alugay. Yung yung jungle yung kukunin here sa side ng mga bans. A lot of possibly utility or gusto nila i-force yung Fredrin pick here for the side ng CEC. Even though like parang confident
Pwede din naman pick yung Fredrin sa UCL.
Yes.
Kasi flex pick pa tong Yishun Shin. Pwede pang ilagay ito sa gold lane. So,
that's true.
parang mas sobrang sakit sa ulo dito for the side of CEC kung saan pa talaga ilalagay yung mga heroes ng ating UCLM. Kasi right now, the both heroes of UCLM is still flexible. And right now, CEC banning out the Leo mode. So, parang tinitake in mind pa rin talaga nila na yung Yishun Shin na yan hindi pa locked in sa jungler na role.
That's true. And again, ito yung mga priorities dapat nila na dapat kunin away from CC, yung opportunities to actually snowball the game forward. Kasi yun nga, alam mo, pag nag-snowball na yung UCLM, parang mahirap talaga. Even with the late game insurance ni Kari, parang it's gonna be so hard to center around the team fights talaga. And especially sa objective control. And the
Minotaur.
yung Minoan Fury, really good counter engage para tanggalin nila. Kasi you have that Sora dashing in immediately using that Gathering Winds talaga.
And feeling ko ngayon, parang si UCLM, parang mag-cho-cho sila, pero tinanggal. Speaking of cho, pinik ng CC, yun yung ilalagay ko sana sa UCLM, yung cho ni Supremo. Kasi it's also one of the comfort picks ni Supremo right now, pero parang, parang they did the research, parang dininay pick na nila yung cho dito ni Supremo. So ano bang mga options dito para sa side of UCLM? Fredrin? Still,
Meron talaga.
pwede pa rin gamitin onto the jungler, pero pwede din silang mag-stick onto that Yishunshin jungler na rin.
Actually, very much na
Pwede
agree ko
mag-harit
talaga.
Gusto ko yung harit dito.
Pwede rin, actually. Yung actually feel, parang yung nababasa ko dito, it's going to be a bait here para sa CEC. They're very, UCLM confident sila. Sige, gusto nila kunin yung Fredrin sa CEC. I don't think they mind na kunin ng CEC yung Fredrin. But as long as they get a really good na setup
Feel ko Freya yung ipipick. Freya Golden, nung open pala yung Freya, no? Pwede rin gamitin.
That is true,
Pero
but it's going to be the Badang
ay,
and the
Granger pala. Granger ni
really
Natsumi.
high range. Actually, yung mga poke dito sa side ng UCLM is really, so parang, yun nga, the control dito sa side ng UCLM, makikita natin.
LDR yung mga skills nila.
Yung
long distance.
Grabe. Parang sawi na sawi.
Wala. Hindi naman.
Yun, yeah.
And hindi naman broken. Broke lang.
In this case naman, what's broke, what's not broke should work pa rin. And yun nga, the last pick here should be the jungler, yung core dito. And it's a Fredrin talaga, last pick talaga here for the side of CEC. And it's really up talaga the bait. Parang it's a challenge here. Hindi naman bait. Challenge sa UCLM na okay, nandun na yung carry, nandun na yung Fredrin. We'll see what you can do with it kasi we know kung ano yung laro namin. We know yung strategy namin, and actually, it's going to poke you out. And this is why. We'll see rin sa poke comp yung sinabi mo lang, long distance
na mga skills.
Yes, titingnan nila how far they will go the distance. Diba?
Especially kasi yung kalaban nila, bruskuhan, gusto nila ng frontline. So, pag nahuli nila ng ma-caught off guard nila yung UCLM, nahuli yung backlane, squishy yung mga heroes ng ating UCLM. They have the Yishun team, they have the Barca. Kahit sino pwedeng i-burst ng ating kadita na yan. So, they need to play this carefully. They need to scale up more faster sa ating sa lineup natin CC kasi yung carry nila, yun yung magiging insurance for the side of CC na may pang-transition sila late game, may pang-def, may pang-burst ng kahit sino sa harap, kahit yung badang na yan, bigyan natin yan.
Yung naisip ko dito, yung actually sumusunod sila sa keys to victory talaga nila. Yung dito sa CEC, it's their aggression. Sila dapat they need to snowball this out kasi yung we have the Kadita. And of course, yun na nga, we are here sa Land of Dawn! Game number 1 between CEC versus UCLM.
Yep, balik tayo ngayon sa ating Land of Dawn, mga kaibigan. Grabe. Kung speaking of composition, yung Fredrin against Yishunshin, parang may slight disadvantage yung Yishunshin when it comes in terms of farming kasi mabilis talaga mag-farm yung isang Yishunshin na yan. And yung Fredrin, bibilis lang mag-farm yan pag nag-level 4 na kasi nare-reset yung cooldown ng kanyang second skill and first skill.
That is true. In terms of the tempo here, medyo nandito sa side ng
Uy, si Kirk!
UCLM. Pero already aggression here. Alukay.
Aray ko!
Yun. Really
Kirk,
already chunking
wala
out
flicker.
Kirk. Supremo. Ready rin.
Oh my God!
Grabe.
First blood agad!
Alright,
grabe.
So sinabi mo pa lang na sila yung magko-control dito and they are really showing off the control here.
Uy, si Marky! Uy, sinuntok!
Grabe. Marky, again, showing off their fangs here dito sa side ng but CEC will take the River Wonder as a consolation prize. Si Kirk, medyo na isolate siya dito, but again, still not stopping pa rin to make plays here. Try to provide so much vision here para sa side ng CEC. Oh, but already Supremo.
Suntukan na naman yung dalawang kamay lang yung ginagamit. Yung mga kaibigan. Suntukan sila.
Yung isa sumusuntok, yung isa may sipa
may sipa, may sipa lang.
Yeah, pero level 4 pa.
Level 4 si Marky.
Suntok lang ngayon.
Speaking of that, 2-0 na ngayon. Hindi pa nag 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes, may 2 kills yung UCLM. Speaking of that, Marky right now, Raycon, sakit. Half HP dito si Kirk.
And yun pa lang, that's only still at level 3 pa lang. Masasakit yan once UCLM gets more control here and already sa rotation. 1 second till the turtle spawns and already CEC zoned out na masyado here. We'll have to see if they will try to make a play here dito sa turtle. But
this is 4-member, no? Half HP dito si Kirk. Mountain Shocker is used na nga, pero Onion Rings nakapasok sila sa turtle pit. Pumalo na dito si Paramong Nicho. Ondo the Tanjiker. Alokay nakapag-purify pa rin. Sino yung makakuha ng ating turtle? Hinahold pa rin yung andun yung shifting skies. Come from Marky, pero yung turtle makukuha ni Zeknas, mga kaibigan. Pero si Marky, sinusuntok niya yung
si Kirk mismo.
Yung bato.
Yung goal, yung goal okay.
Goalim lang.
Yung goal.
Wala, testing lang.
Kalimutan mo na si ano. But yun nga actually Nicho there was really clutch engaged sana, but again na masyadong chunked out na si Kirk to try to make anything. And also still level 3 pa rin. You still need that Way of the Dragon to make any plays happen talaga from the side of CEC. And yun nga, not looking so well for CEC as sila dapat yung magiging aggressive dito, especially with that Kadita. She needs to get that snowball rolling talaga. But again, it's not the game over pa rin for CEC until wala na yung base.
Pero speaking of that, meron ng Way of the Dragon dito si Kirk. Kaka-level 4 pa lang niya, so they need to be careful sa pwedeng gawin na combo ng isang Chu tsaka Kadita. Kasi kahit sino pwedeng bigyan with a rough wave.
Yes, but of course, really
rough wave!
Yun nga, rough wave!
Bigger!
With Onion Ring secure Supremo here. Grabe.
Nakabawi.
Good layering sa CC dito with the Way of the Dragon on top of the Rough Wave's initial burst talaga. Alright. And then yun nga, here, with almost 10 seconds still, or 40 seconds still, the next objective will spawn yung turtle. Parang really good solid na zoning here dito. Kasi yung positioning dito ng CEC. This is what they have to do. This is what they need to do. And yung nga, mounting doctor.
3 minutes. 3 minutes in pala no, naka-War Axe na. And right now, Natsumi. Early build ng kanyang Sky Piercer, mga kaibigan. Mountain Chakra, ginamit dito ni Zeknas. Pero Supremo, sabi niya, akin tong crab. Wag na. Energy Eruption will be connecting pero wala pa rin. Wala pa silang burst dito. Parang pinipreserve nila sa turtle fight yung mga skills na gagamitin nila. Speaking of preserve, may sinipa doon si Kirk. Rough wave combo pero mabubuhay ba dito si Supremo? I don't think so. He'll be going down. Wala, -1 na dito yung CC. Zeknas pumasok siya with a Tristes. Si Marky meron siya shifting skies na available dito pero na-knock out siya. Pero ando na nga, Thunder Form coming from Marky pero nagsusuntok na. Bang! Natsumi will be getting that assist pero Zeknas dito sa may turtle pit. Pero si Marky, hinabol si Nicho. Sinolo kill niya si Lapu. Ito ba si Magellan?
Grabe.
Hindi niya protektahan yung Mactan, Brad.
Kanina secure na. That's already a double. That's already 2 turtles na here for the side of UCLM. And
grabe
parang
si Marky.
Grabe. Very. Kasi una niya, andito na.
Supremo. Sumusuntok. Pumasok na din dito si Marky. Tinalo niya na. Feather Airstrike as well has been committed. Pero dito si Kirk. Kumonekta pa. Mapapatay dito si Santay.
Kirk, a little bit late. And yun nga, yung passive ni Alukay, yun yung nakapatay.
Yung ibon, no?
Yung ibon. Yung ibon, pumugad siya.
Pumugad siya.
Nandito sa, yung cousin ng ibon na pumugad sa ulo ko. And then, Marky with a quick disengage.
Grabe si Marky, no? Marky na naka-S, naka-solo kill. Grabe to si Marky.
Yung sinabi na talaga na yung keys to victory dito for the side of CC. Sabi niyo, no fear. Ako rin, no fear rin ako. And yun nga, here, Kirk, a little bit testy here dito with Natsumi. Parang kung starting his collection na sa Sky Piercer stacks niya. Wow.
Yep. Ganyan Sky Piercer, no? So they need to play around that para makastack dito yung Granger natin with that Sky Piercer. Pero maaga Feather Airstrike pero may Purify lang daw siya. Kaya confident enough siya na mag-Feather Airstrike dun sa gitna.
Yun. And this is what you wanna see here if you're a UCLM fan talaga. Yung lineup dito sa river mismo. Kasi yun talaga yung how you're gonna deliver your poke talaga. Yung long distance.
Uy!
Grabe
initiation yun!
Toshiko got isolated. Wala.
Mabilisan lang.
Couldn't even rough waves.
Mas mabilis pa sa fast.
Yes.
Mga kaibigan, and right now, gusto nilang puntiryahin yung mid lane tower. Pumasok dito si Marky, kaso yung tinamaan ay yung hangin. Grabe yung clouds. Grabe, masyadong madami. Pero si Kirk.
Yung tower, actually, walang minions. So,
walang minions.
Masyadong naging tanky ulit yung tower. But Nicho,
si Nicho.
You have to use the bravest fighter to escape. Pero, actually, cooldown, wala na dito. It's already 9 seconds before the
tingnan mo yung carry. Tamang trabaho lang.
Yes.
Yung carry sa bottom
Secret
lane.
agent
nila yan. Insurance nila yan.
Yun nga. Yung insurance yung magpapadala sa kanila and they really do need this because as it starts now, UCLM is UCLM has but Natsumi takes down
Supremo! Flicker! TikTok play! Coming from Kirk! Andun yung burst capability natin CC with the drop wave. Pero si Marky, gusto niyang puntiryan dito sa Santay. May immune siya dito. Onion rings. Wala siyang prison not available. He will be bursted down. Nicho as well. With Private Fighter on to 2. Getting double kill. Kirk dito, hindi pa siya namamatay. Pero sa Alukay yung isusunod nila. Grabe yung CC.
He's alive!
Looking for more. Ano yung first kill ng ating Nicho? Triple kill si Lapu. Nadepensahan niya na yung Mactan.
Grabe, si Nicho. 1 HP na lang. Pero secure with the parang reserve yung triple kill
Oo.
para kay Nicho yung 1 HP. And yun nga, this is gonna be the first turtle here for CEC. And yun nga, this is a good punch back here for the side of CEC.
Grabe
Really
yung burst
good
nila,
drop waves.
Hindi
Ooh.
na nakagalaw si Supremo.
And yun nga, it was Santay who's collecting now the gold now. And yun nga, meron na sila pambato, meron na sila gas
Si
attack.
Nicho, grabe talaga.
Surviving, hindi lang siya sumusurvive.
Hindi pa namatay.
Yes, he was tanking, he was counter-engaging. Grabe.
Oops.
So much. Malapit na alukay with just 1
Alukay,
HP.
1 HP
Pero with that, a fade-away kill here.
Grabe,
and now,
pinerski lang. Ginanon lang ni Lapo.
yung ano, pinalipad
Oh,
niya.
pinalipad lang. Dinepensa niyo yung Mactan. Umalis kayo sa aming lupain, sabi niya.
Hindi lang ibon.
Hindi lang ibon.
Wala kang ibon dito kasi yung mga yung mga blades ko umaabot pa rin.
Ah.
Grabe. Pati sa langit, walang escape kay Lapu-Lapu.
Pero right now, ganda yung pinakita ng CC. Nakakapalag sila in terms of the mid-game. Especially right now, Santay slowly building up that itemization. Kulang siya ng meron siyang golden staff. DHS na lang yung kulang para mabuo na yung kanyang Trinity build na yan. And right now, they're looking Supremo yung kanilang mamamataan. Pero hindi na sipa. Atong Chico. Andun sa bandang gitna. Pero andun yung Shifting Sky. Kami yung Marky.
And yun nga, well, what was a nice engage but got traded. But Nicho already! Natsumi
Ni Zeknas,
has to
ni
flicker
Zeknas!
around. Yun! Santay gets another to Zeknas.
Oh my
And
God!
already Santay getting richer and richer. And on top of that, the turtle, yung gold lead, actually getting even na here. Slowly but surely, 25k na yung CEC, nakaabot na sila. And Santay, with that, sana actually Supremo, initial counter-engage was initially good. However, Nicho was ready and prepared to dive down sa UCLM.
Grabe, Santay bro, Santay. Meaning no, nice try, ladies and gentlemen. Pero ngayon, Supremo na naman. Yung gusto nila ng targetin, na Fraser Strat will not be connecting mga kaibigan. Pero ito na, magiging enough yung damage ng ating Santay. Onion Rings is still looking for more. Sinundot yung golem.
Binigay, and actually lahat na binigay kay Santay, and this is the carry that you want to give. This is the carry na gusto mo.
Carry. Oy, carry squared.
Yun nga. Grabe, di mag-math ka na ngayon. Hindi ko pa inisip yun. And yeah, it's the Lord here for the side of
Lord, no?
for the CFCEC. And yun nga. Oh, Nicho getting
Nicho.
ready.
Oy!
But
Marky na
four-man
naman.
scoop, feathered airstrike, onion ring.
Bam!
But Santay takes down Marky, and Nicho is once again unstoppable sa team fight. Grabe.
UCLM right now struggling to find an answer. CC, hinahawakan dito yung Lord. Half HP na, papatay na nga dito yung Lord. And CC will be securing that one. RC.
And yun nga, the positioning here.
Onion rings.
Onion rings, a little bit of
Appraisal strat.
appraisal
Aray
strat.
ko.
Wala
Crispy
lang.
lang.
But Nicho is
Nicho.
waiting in the wings.
Oy, grabe.
Naka-ready
Hype mo naman.
Naka-ready na
Kalmahan mo
siya.
lang, kalmahan mo lang.
Okay,
Hindi pa
yes.
tumalon eh,
No,
walang
kasi-
flicker.
Kasi happy ako, unstoppable na siya.
Unstop.
Hindi siya magsa-stop.
Especially noon, kanina, nung early phase, dalawang beses siya na solo kill ni Marky. And right now, sobrang bawi ni Nicho right now with that 6 straight kills.
Parang,
Ng isang lapo,
feather
pero
strike.
strike, masyadong malalim yon. Sinipa dito si pare mong Kirk. Yun ang masisipa si Zeknas. Master kill na dito si Nicho. Nakakagulo na mga kaibigan. Si Marky yung tatargetin. Ang Razor Strat will be enough. Santay nag-flicker in pa.
Santay.
Sobrang confident na. Alo kayong isusunod mga kaibigan. Walang buhay dito si
Nicho.
Supremo. Nicho is still looking for more.
The best of
May
the best.
susundot ba? Ano yun yung
He
glitching?
gets it.
Godlike si Nicho! Mga kaibigan, and CC is knocking towards the base of UCLM.
this could be a
Supremo
push.
na lang yung natitira, mga kaibigan. Can
It's
you
a
defend
one.
this one? One-man army si Supremo. Andito kay Lord,
Ready.
full HP. Pinurse down na. And C is C, mga kaibigan, will take
Wala
game
Santay.
number 1!
Woo! Grabe! CC takes down. They really went with the initiative. Really went with that aggression talaga.
Grabe yun!
Yes, a little bit yung game plan for UCLM hindi masyado naka-activate. Yung poke na kasi nabigyan ng gold na si Santay, and also big shout ni Kirk finding those and Nicho. Grabe, Nicho.
It's a
going.
team.
Pinapakita na talaga na hindi lang yung kanita yung sumisisid. Siya
pati rin
siya.
May sisid, may sipa pa.
Oo.
Grabe.
Taga-dagat naman kasi sila wala po. Island.
Mactan nga ni.
Diba? Kasi yun nga, hindi siya afraid
Wow.
sumisid. And wow.
Grabe yun.
Init.
Sobrang init. Grabe yung pinakita ng ating CSC. That was a team comp talaga. Sobrang
Really
inising na ng kanilang chemistry. Nung early phase, nagka-struggle sila pero they find their groove onto the mid-game. Papasok sa ating late game. And right now, our MVP.
Nicho.
Nicho, grabe yung lapo niya.
Lapo talaga. Pinakita niya yung pride of the yung
Pride of Cebu.
Pride of Cebu.
Yep,
the
that's our
pride
hero.
of the, ano. Pinapakita niya yung dugo,
Dugo.
ng Mactan.
Mm,
Dugo ng Lapu-Lapu.
Yep.
And yun nga actually, but still, big shout to UCLM pa rin.
pumapalag sila.
Pumapalag talaga
Pero-
sila. Kasi yung initial actually, parang palag muna sa UCLM.
Yep.
Kasi yung setup talaga, yung gagawa sila ng line of poke
Yep.
and damage na parang zone talaga na hindi talaga makaka-push through yung CEC. But, Nicho said, hindi.
It's a no for me.
Kaya ko yan.
Sabi niya, it's a no for me.
Yung bravest fighter ko, 3 dashes.
Grabe.
Yeah, hindi lang isa yung dash ko. Kaya ko going all the way talaga, more than, and yun nga, Supremo here actually getting caught out a
Yep.
little bit more than often. So siguro in the next game, he'll have to be more consistent, concise sa mga engage niya. And yun, Kirk
You
providing
know.
so much. Grabe here, Onion Ring. Still, actually, parang secret lang dito. Actually, big secret agent dito sa Santay kanina. While yung early game bigay to CEC, he was low-key, secretly farming here talaga. And yun, this one here, Nicho, wow. Fade away kill kay Alukay.
Ginanon lang.
Yeah.
Wala.
Wala.
Imbis pa ganon, ginanon.
Dagat,
Maganda rin.
lupa,
Yep.
langit. Abot ni.
4 elements.
Yeah. 3 lang.
Tatlo lang pala. Sorry.
Wala
Wala apoy.
Wala pang
Ah.
wala pa.
Oo.
Wala pang apoy here.
And right now, speaking of CC, grabe yung targeting nila. Binibigyan talaga nila sa Supremo. Hindi na nila pinapwesto pa kung sino yung haharap. Burst kung burst. Kahit na makaset up si Marky, kulang sila sa damage.
True.
Kasi sobrang kunat na kasi ng frontline nating CEC and that was their winning condition. Naka-item na si Santay. That was
Ooh,
enough
si
for them
Alukay
to close out the
dito.
game. Grabe talaga. Hindi mo si Nicho, pre.
Oo.
Pati
Kanina,
mga sipa ni Kirk.
that's why hype na ako kanina nung binabatayan yung blue
umaamba
buff.
pa lang.
Oo.
Kahit hindi pa tumalon, parang may gusto ka nang sabihin agad.
And even si Santay na nga, like,
Yan, no?
alam na niya talaga yung tankiness talaga ng team niya, and wala siyang hesitation to dive in along with them. Kasi alam niya na, okay, damage, meron na ako dito damage, ready na talaga ako. Ready to strike, ready to bring in the
Are you
fray.
ready to rumble? Ay.
Hindi naman yung game plan technically na yung UCLM,
Mm-mm.
but again, we know that this is not the end pa rin for UCLM. They still have more than enough keys to win here.
Meron pa, may pwede pang bumawi. May game number 2 pa naman.
Yeah. Back to the drawing board sila. Dapat pag-isipan pa nila ano yung dapat gawin nila. Maybe this time sila na yung magiging opposite role na dito. Let's see, baka si na yung magiging controlled. Sila na yung magko-control ng laro through long range. Sila na yung mag-LDR.
Oy, sana.
Baka. Well, I wanna see that. Parang role reversal dito.
Kasi actually, they have the initiation, yung early game na pati mid game.
Yeah.
Meron sila na pumipick off sila and they're getting the kills that they need para makapag-snowball onto that early game. Pero nung pumasok na kasi nung 8 minute mark, yung last turtle, binibigyan na ni Kirk si Supremo or si Marky. Binaburst down na nila, especially with the help of Toshiko's Rough Wave. Kahit sino nakaharap for the side of UCLM, nababurst down talaga. Tinutunaw talaga nila agad.
Yeah,
And
kasi
that was
wala carry.
Carry.
Carry squared. Yun
Ginok
yan.
ko na yan.
Yun.
Walang na.
Kasi yung nga, si Toshiko kahit hindi niya naabot si Alukay,
Yep.
yung burst pa rin niya is still enough to take down. And yun nga, you have Marky and Supremo, you the only frontline dito. And yes, they're technically tanky naman. They're not, if tinutunaw na sila dito with Santay and Toshiko with their damage already, parang Nicho is already waiting sa palapag. Sa palapag.
Palapag.
Yeah. Ano?
Grabe naman. Palapag.
Yes. Bago ko lang naaral na
Ano yan?
nalaman na word na yan.
Ano pang mga word na nalaman?
Technically sa esports, sa word of the day. sa
Word of the
esports,
day,
I think.
clutch.
Clutch.
Grabe yung clutch.
Yung clutch. Sino yung clutch?
Use
sa
clutch in
kanila?
a sentence.
I
Kinatch
clutched
ko,
this.
I clutched our homework.
I clutched.
11:59.
I clutched you. I clutched me.
Ano yung
I
clutch?
clutched this.
Motor
Oh.
ba yan?
Yung ay
Hindi, sorry,
ibang
sorry,
laro
sorry.
naman pa.
Sorry,
Ibang laro na
sorry,
yan.
sorry.
And of course, with the ibang laro, of course, speaking of laro naman, I'm pretty sure our hosts have their own laro to show. And please,
Che.
show us what you got. Take us away, Che.
Thank you for that, casters. And I am here together with Trixie and Marilla. So Trixie here is the coordinator. And Marilla here is actually a player sa CIT. So guys, I have a game for you. Ang pangalan ng game natin ay Sino Sila. So you will give me names, female names of our heroes in each role. And dapat hindi kayo magka-same, okay? Okay, so first roll natin ay give me 3 names sa marksman.
Iksha, Carrie, and Claude.
Okay. Female. Nice try. What about you, Marilla? 3 names yung hindi pa niya nasasabi.
Melissa, Mia, Layla. Line ba? Leslie.
Leslie! Okay, that's correct. Now, this time, dalawa sa fighter. But I'm gonna do it 1 each sa inyo, okay? Female fighter.
Hilda, he's a tank and fighter.
Fighter, Hilda. Next one.
Gwen, fighter.
Gwen. Okay, another one.
Cici? Yeah.
Cici is a fighter. Okay, last one.
Fighter. Silvana.
Silvana, yes, that is correct, Silvan. Okay, last one. Isa lang, isa. Assassin.
Assassin. Joy, mage and assassin.
Okay.
Funny.
Funny. Okay, and that's it for our game. Sino sila? Thank you so much. But before we end our game, of course, yung mga shoutouts nyo naman.
Shout out sa akong family, sa akong friends.
Okay, fans. Ikaw, what about you, Trixie?
Shout out sa CEC and Zeno community together with my sister that is watching right now, Lady Asuncion.
Pwede na ako akong
Hi!
mag-PC Express.
Thank you so much for that, Marella and Trixie. And that's it for our game today. Now, let's go back to our casters.
Oy, grabe naman.
Welcome.
Grabe yun. Daming alam.
Daming alam.
Daming alam. MLBB mga players siguro yun.
Mas dami pang alam. Actually, parang surprise ako, hindi sinabi si Layla.
Yung gusto Layla.
Layla naman kasi lahat naman roles sa kanya. Meron siya, pwede siya
tank.
Pwede siya tank, pwede siya
Mage.
assassin, pwede siya mage.
Lahat na.
Lahat na
Fighter.
lahat na ano. And
Yung-
joking aside, actually, joking aside, alam namin na we don't recommend si Layla kahit
Yeah, recommend
outside
natin.
sa marksman role.
Recommend na lang natin.
Pero sa teams natin.
Wag na.
But of course, yung recommendation namin is to try out the many things that our sponsors have to offer us. Grabe, shout out to Virginia.
Shout out sa Virginia. Basta hotdog.
Virginia.
Yep, and also
of
we have
course,
Smart Communications.
Live more.
Today with Smart. And also we have PLDT Home, leading and inspiring Filipinos to create a better tomorrow with PLDT. And right now, we also have PC Express.
All your PC needs.
Yep, and we also have our Crayon Lab Custom.
Hindi
Your
ako-
one-stop shop for premium prints and custom designs.
Like,
Bili na kayo agad.
Hindi naman technically pero
Oo.
again, yung quality
Yung
of the
malaganto.
bits namin,
Mga ganito.
some already very much similar. Of course to our partners dito.
So,
Puso P. And
Smart Sports.
Yes, you can check out
MCC.
yung streams and MCC and MSL.
Yep, shoutouts.
Yung stream natin is also there. So, meron kayong maraming options dito.
Oo.
You have alternatives.
Sana all,
And
maraming option. Ako, option lang eh. Ay, hindi. Maraming option na pwedeng pag-anuhan.
Ginawa kang option.
Oy!
Move on na tayo.
Oy!
And of course,
Aray
last but
ko.
not the least, yung venue partner namin. We
CIT
have
U. Grabe.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
The home for CL ngayon.
CL.
Yung inampon kami.
Inampon na kami.
Thank you so much to CITU talaga. And of course, check us out more. We have our own naman dito.
Yep.
Yung our own naman. We shout out everyone except sa atin.
Shout out mo, anong ba? Plug mo na agad.
Okay, shout out kita. Okay, shout out to my friend here dito, si MC, yung sa TikTok niya. He's gonna be very active mamaya. Yes, check
Ganun
out
kami,
out. Yeah, sama rin ako. And of course, ikaw, meron ka bang gusto yung shoutout?
Shout out sa mga kabataan dyan.
Parang may kinakalimutan dito kasi
Parang joke lang.
parang may kinakalimutan.
Sorry
yung
na nga
ano
ni.
dito.
Sorry
At
na nga
Of course naman, you can check me out rin at Rare Candy Cast sa Facebook.
Yep, also.
Parang mayroon nakalimutan dito yung friend ko.
Sorry, RC. Yun pala yung Facebook niya. Like nyo na. Subscribe
Yes.
nyo, report nyo.
Check natin yung actually we'll be posting
magpo-post kami ng mga
dito.
contents.
And if you want more, you can message our individual pages at yung mga accounts namin at
Yep.
Rare Candy Cast.
MC.
Yes.
MC lang.
And then yun. And as we are now getting to game number 2
Yep.
here MC.
Ano bang need na adjustment na pwedeng gawin ng UCLM for you, Rare Candy?
So, very already what works naman talaga here for CEC. Nakita naman talaga natin. Again, aggression talaga yung forte talaga nila. You have to stick with it talaga sa draft. Or, baka gusto nila mag-surprise.
Deny pick na din, no?
Deny pick dito sa side ng ano. Maybe once matanggal dito yung mga key utilities. Actually, a little bit sa mga utilities dito sa side ng UCLM. Again, same bans pa rin. With Baksha taken out here sa UCLM. Still, really want to take out the dive here para
Comp,
sa...
no? So, parang UCLM, alam nila na sobrang comfort ng CEC na gumamit ng mga utility na junglers, especially sa pinakita ni Onion Rings kanina with the Fredrin. Pero, mind you, si Onion Rings, magaling din yan mag-funny.
Yes.
Nag-a-assassin din yan. So, sobrang flexible ng isang Onion Rings. Alam mo ba sa sobrang flexible niya, yung Onion, pangalan pala niya yan, binaliktad lang.
Okay.
Onion!
Balik
Baliktarin mo yung Onion. Ang Onion ay ninyo pag iyong babaliktarin. Oy, grabe naman.
Parang kulang ng isang O dyan. Pero,
pero may N niya naman eh.
I work with it.
Ikaw na mag-adjust.
Okay, ako na
Ikaw na mag-adjust.
Palagi naman ako nag-adjust dito. Pero always, it's a pleasure. So, yun nga, with the Baksha and the Wuzation taken out here still, Grok and Zushin, parang hindi masyadong
Same pa rin.
Hindi siya, but maybe dito sa draft, baka UCLM want to try their hand na sila na yung mag-aggress dito. Parang, yun nga,
yun na, may iniba.
Yes.
May inibang ban. Binan nila yung Isun Shin.
Ay, okay, respeto
na.
Yung mga globals tatanggalin dito ng UCLM. Gusto nila blind yung mga blind yung mga lalabas
yung
dito for
surprise kasi ngayon yung map natin is expanding river, hindi na flying clouds,
yung bulaga,
yung mabilisan na mag-rotate, pero CEC still sticking onto their ban with that Grok, Zushin and Galea. Respeto pa rin sa pwedeng gawin ni Supremo with that Galea, even though na ganun yung naging performance ni Supremo onto that game number 1, still a threat, lalo na ngayon na mag-full reset yung game natin, and right now carry talaga.
So sila na yung may insurance dito.
Kanina pa natin sinasabi to, may carry talaga.
Yes, and since kinuha na mismo from the side of CEC yung carry, yung priority. Sila na yung mismo may insurance na dito. Now with CEC Blue Dragons, we'll have to see kung baka siguro they wanna try here. The Kaja
Kadita,
the Kaja Kadita, the Kidnap and Rough Waves combo. Papunta sa dagat, CEC. No, one shot, one kill.
Leslie yan? Hindi yan.
Yeah.
Walang Leslie dyan.
No, and then yun nga, you can see the UCLM baka siguro we might see Supremo go into a much different pick here.
Sora
but
pa rin yan.
They might go for the Sora here. Pero, again, yung engage
Lapu,
talaga
pwede
nila.
Lapu
But sila na yung kukuha dito ng Regent and the
Lapu.
Lapu. And sila na yung parang swap na dito here.
Kinuha na nila kasi sabi nila sobrang palo naman ni Necho mag-Lapu. Kunin na natin to. Kunin na.
Ako yung magpapakita dito.
Ako na magpapakitang gila, sabi ni Marky na naka-S, naka-shield.
Yes, and now si Toshiko with that Kadita. Titingnan natin si Santay ano yung pupunin na pick here. Pero possibly still, Harit, pwede rin actually Harit.
Actually, pwede yung Harit ha.
Yes, yung
especially
Harit.
Ito na hands of Santay. Pero yun na, Suyu.
It's the jungle.
Gusto ko yan. Gusto ko yung Suyu na pick.
Yun nga, and then, Onion Rings. Sabi mo, assassin player rin. So, pwede sila mag-flex dito. This time, it's going to be the assassin for the side of CEC, and then yung Fred rin, yung utility jungler. Again, parang, actually, both naman equally pwede naman sila mag-aggress. With the playmaking here, nandito sa side ng CEC.
Yun talagang naging comp ng CEC, yung auto-burst, kung sino yung haharap for the side of UCLM. Yung Kaja, Kadita combos.
But technically naman, meron naman silang answers dito with that Lapu-Lapu. Kasi, yes, si Lapu-Lapu nagda-dive naman here, pero really
The Divine Judgment may Divine Judgment yung Kaja, kahit tumalon yung Lapu.
Pero meron naman silang follow-up dyan with the Fredrin naman technically. So, again, we have multiple fronts of engages technically dito sa side ng But again, open yung Freya dito.
Freya, pwede pa rin kunin yung Freya, pero pwedeng i-pick sa CC yung Freya, pero yung UCLM parang malabo na. Hindi ko alam kung saan nilalagay yung Freya na yun. And right now, parang UCLM is still parang pino-force nila na mag-Freya siguro yung ating CSC kasi nakakari sila. And especially right now,
tinanggal na rin for the side of UCLM.
Yun yung magiging match-up kasi ng isang carry onto the Golden. But the Freya is still an option. Pwede siyang i-ban, pwede siyang i-pick. And right now, the CSC, parang pag pinik mo yan, anong gagawin ng Freya? Naka-purify yung Freya. Kailangan kasi may Fredrin. Kasi kung hindi naka-purify yan, hindi makakagalaw yung Freya na yan. So, might as well think twice kung ano yung ipipick nila. Pero pwede din naman, pag-comfort talaga nila yung Freya.
Kailangan pag-isip-isipan.
Isipan mo talaga.
Isip-isipan talaga kung anong mga fights na dapat nila kunin at ano. And then, yun, dalawang MM bans here for the side of UCLM.
Granger, no?
Si Granger, tinanggal nila. They don't want the risk talaga na mabigay
ayaw mag-take
sa kanila.
risk.
Yes. And especially na kasi very secure na dito yung mid jungle at roam dito for the side of CC. Now, yung side lanes na lang yung dapat tingnan natin.
Yun na lang
here.
ko lang.
So, pwede rin actually naman yung andito, pwede pa
pero yung Freya.
Yung Freya at also yung
Claude.
Yuzhong.
Yuzhong pwede rin. Pwede rin Esme pero yung may carry kasi.
Yeah, parang but
Alice?
yung dive, pwede,
Alice or Sora, maraming option. Pwede pang pagpipilian ng CC. Pero I think
if you want to secure a really good matchup dito against the Lapu-Lapu, parang yung early dito sa Yuzhong, pwede talaga
siya?
yung stocks dito. And again, yung CEC, yung forte talaga nila is maging aggressive. Even though kahit hindi sa level sa early turtle, as long as if they can get a good fight, pwede na nila i-take over yung mapa.
But the thing right now is, pag nag-Yuzhong sila, parang tutunawin lang kasi ng isang carry, pero yun na. CC na Vengeance, pwede itong mangharap, actually.
Yeah.
For the CC, pwede niyang puntahan lang sa backlane yung carry, especially onto that mid-game, pag hindi pa naka-trinity yung carry na yan. So, maho-hold off pa rin ng ating UCLM right now. Dalawang insurance!
With the
Cecilio and carry! Late game insurance na for the UCLM and Hilda nakawala.
So very much front to back dito yung UCLM talaga, providing so much of that protection with that Hilda.
Freya ba?
A little bit so again, they really need more dive here dito sa side ng and again, yun nga, Freya's open here. We'll titingnan natin kung yung matchup pero
Moskov!
Okay, so parang a little bit of a neutral, parang neutral lane lang muna dito sa goal lane. Pero yung impact with the Spear of
Destruction, yung pwede ding split push na gawin ng ating Moskov. And right now with the UCLM's composition, parang pag nagsi-split push dito yung Moskov, parang wala silang pangsagot for the side of this Moskov. Kasi pag hindi sumama yung carry, sa pag tinapatan niya na sa split push yung Moskov, kukulangin sila ng damage output. So, they need to be careful sa pwedeng gawin na play dito ng isang Moskov.
A lot of it talaga sa side ng CEC is if makuha nila yung Divine Judgment Rough Waves na combo. Kasi yun talaga yung start. Kasi if
hindi mo na mapupurify yan.
Yes, kasi the moment na makaposition na talaga yung UCLM, it's gonna be on them. And it's now going to be game number 2 between
Game number